They're still young. We've got to keep reminding ourselves these are young quarterbacks in this league from a, big picture perspective. And so I love where they're going. We missed an op last week. We didn't take advantage of that opportunity from an offense perspective and a team perspective. And so let these guys keep competing.
And finally, we kind of thought maybe the kicking battle would come down to the end. We didn't, you added Carlson, but that's the way it's going to be. Does Charlie's role with being IPP and can go to practice squad, does that play any kind of role in this?
Not in the current moment. Obviously, that's a discussion for another time based off how the competition finishes. But, we'll let these guys keep going.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
That's it for Coach's Keys to the Game with Kellen Moore.
Well, let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, weird being down here again. The last time I was standing on these sidelines, I was wondering to myself, did the Saints have a Super Bowl team? Because they started, 91 and the 27 points for and against. But fast forward 2 years, a very different Saints team than the one we saw the last time we were here. There will not be any starters on the field today. Kellen Moore said on Wednesday that the joint practices, the ones got in the range of 145 snaps throughout the course of those 3 practices. It felt like that was plenty of work. They got what they needed. We'll see them midweek 1. And so today you'll get another big dose of the 2s and the 3s. Appears Spencer Rattler is going to draw the start. Neither quarterback was able to generate any points last week. Zach Wilson started the game and he said afterward, this is an opportunity to respond in a lot of ways after a really difficult day. I know what Kellen Moore would like to see and the coaches would like to see is a lot fewer penalties. There were 12 penalties last week for nearly 100 yards. Not going to win a lot of games unless you clean that up. Another note, the Kellen Moore Saints have still yet to win a preseason game. They are 0-4-1 in the preseason under Kellen Moore. I'm sure he'd like to change that today.
That's right. They had a tie last year against Jacksonville. So, Deuce, Jeff's right. Not about the starters, but I don't know that this draft class we've talked a lot about. Kristen Miller's been hurt. Jeremiah Wright probably going to get the start tonight at right guard in place of Cesar Ruiz, correct? So we got some draft picks that really, because of Jordan's injury, you just we haven't seen a lot of these guys.
Well, the other one is Oscar Delp. Oscar's dealing with, the hamstring injury. He's kind of been banged up and Styles. And so, that class has been battered. But at the same time, you haven't talked a lot about them, but you're expecting those guys to go out there and perform. And it's really spot play outside of maybe Jordan. I don't know if anybody else was expected to play a ton as far as snaps was concerned, even with Oscar, maybe 30 snaps?
Yeah.
35? With just some of the 12 and 13 personnel, but he wasn't going to be your starting tight end, and I don't even know if he's your number 2 tight end with Fant.
With Noah Fant.
Yeah, with Fant there, but you were going to ease him into playing. The one guy, though, that was going to be the starter was going to be Tyson, as the number 2 receiver for the Saints, but they will kind of ease him in once he comes back. And so that group has some work to do, but, hopefully they get a lot of opportunity to put out some good film and some good tape for themselves.
Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
The sun is setting here at AT&T. We'll take a break, come back with the national anthem and tonight's kickoff here for the Saints and the Cowboys on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
It all starts with the ink. Ink and paper. Things can get complicated after that, but it all starts with the ink. We do not forget that. And just like an ink blot, Impress used to be small, but then we spread, growing our commercial printing capabilities to make a bigger mark. Now we're one of the largest printers in the heart of New Orleans, and still working with the attention to detail that have made us so beloved among the locals. And just like a fine ink, we make you look good on paper. Impress, your one-stop shop for all of your printing needs.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line. dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at ochsner.org/schedule.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Call locally owned Terminix today for a free inspection.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora. Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Insurance company or one of its affiliated companies. A Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Take us wherever you go. Hear WWL always live on the Odyssey app.
Well, welcome back to AT&T Stadium, opened in 2009. It does have a retractable roof. Thankfully, it is closed. I don't think they didn't open it for the World Cup games, because outside today at 4 p.m. it was 100. At kickoff, 98. And at 10 p.m., it's going to be about 91. I know this because I used to live in Texas and Oklahoma. It does not cool down. So and then it starts heating up again. So it wasn't humid, but let me tell you, it's been hot here, excessive warnings, and I know it's been tough in New Orleans as well. But I'm glad that roof was shut tonight.
I agree with you. I mean, I don't know if we've ever played here and it's been open, but I know they do open it.
It's rare. I talked to a guy who works here, and he said he thinks it's been open a few times. I think they're afraid to open it, and they won't be able to shut it.
And they can't get it back closed. And so it's just like, let's leave it. You know, it's nicer like this, and we know what the fans like, and you just kind of go from there.
Yep.
As we mourn the passing of John Nyland, an all-pro guard, John was at the core of Tom Landry's greatest teams and a Super Bowl champion. A tough, dedicated, team-first player that battled relentlessly on the line and represented excellence in every way. Thank you. Now, to honor America, please join us in singing the national anthem. Tonight's colors are presented by members of the Circle 10 Council Boy Scouts Troop 19, brought to you by USAA, and continuing a Dallas Cowboys tradition, our anthem trumpeter, the United States Air Force New Musician of the Year, Airman First Class, Christopher Stein, accompanied by Jenna Waller.
We are behind the Saints bench, a bit in the corner here, but behind the Saints bench here at AT&T. So the Cowboys are on the far side of the field. The Saints, as they have been this entire preseason. Black jerseys, gold helmets, gold pants, black stripe. I don't remember the preseason where they've had the exact same uniform all 3 games, but they have, and I'm sure at some point, as they had the recognition for the fallen Dallas Cowboys, we will have some type of recognition for Dolly Parton, who passed away. She was the halftime show in 2023 for Washington and Dallas when she was 77 and wore a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit at 77. And sadly passed away this past week. And so I'm sure there will be some commemoration of her as the captains meet at midfield. The referee tonight is Brad Rogers. Dallas in their light blue pants, white jerseys, and blue numerals.
All right, gentlemen, this is the coin that we will use today. This is tails. This side is heads. You're the visiting team. What is your call? Heads is the call. It is heads, you win the toss. Like to receive, which way would you like to kick? New Orleans has won the toss. They will receive on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
So the Saints win the toss, did not defer. And so they will get it first. The last time they won the toss, because I remember, because it wasn't Cam, because they called heads again and won the toss, but deferred. That was last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
I make it sound like it was 2 months ago. It was last week. So we'll get to see the Saints offense first on the field, and hopefully better things ahead. As we talked about earlier, 12 penalties. I'll talk to Bobby earlier in the show. They've got 20 points in 2 games and 20 penalties in 2 games. And so
the other part
that
of
you
it
got to
is,
clean up.
Yeah, the other part of it is we know the head coach has not called the plays, and taking nothing away from Nussmeier, he has called the plays the last 2 games. It looks like, and I don't know, because obviously you still have special teams out there. We'll see if it's Kellen or if it's Nuss again, because both of them have kind of the plays in their hands and looking and walking, and we'll kind of see how that unfolds for them.
So the Saints have Jaden Price back deep, as well as Jalen Moreno Cropper. They are to our left. Cropper is your team's leading receiver. He's got 5 catches, 83 yards, 16 yards a catch. So he's been a bit of a nice surprise, as the Cowboys will be kicking from right to left. Of course, that's Brandon Aubrey. No question of whether he wants to kick it out of the end zone or doesn't. He's got the leg for it. He's standing back right now on his 30, waiting to get the official nod.
And he can kick it for him. He can take just one step and he can line drive it. And he does a lot of placement kick in watching him earlier.
So he comes to the ball, kick is away. It's a line drive to Cropper at the 5, who takes it on the far side. 10, 15, 20, now comes back to the middle of the field. A little bit of a hole. 30, brought down as he gets in the middle of the field to the 33-yard line. So nicely done by Cropper, who I was going to talk about in the preseason, in the pregame, but he's been a nice surprise.
Yeah, he's done well. He's a young man over the last couple of weeks, has really come on strong, just with the opportunities. You talk about him when the camp opened. It was like, I don't even know if he'll have the opportunity to make the practice squad, and he's shown that I deserve one of those spots.
Kendre Miller is the lone back. Spencer Rattler is going to be your quarterback. He is under center. We'll go through the offensive line here in a sec, but it's a jet sweep to Barryon Brown outside the 30, 35, 40, so his feet, 45. Knocked out of bounds in front of the Dallas bench. So Barryon Brown, who did not play in preseason game number 2.
It's a horrible spot, though.
And they spotted him out at the Saint 45.
Yeah, he did.
Picked up about 12 yards.
Yeah, he stepped out. If he can run that sideline a little bit better, he's probably got a plus 20-yard run. We've seen them run it. They ran it again in practice against not only themselves, but they ran that same play against this Dallas defense in the practice against each other.
So play action, fake to Kendre, then throws it back to Kendre on the left side, 40, 45. He's got some room, 50, first down, still on his feet. He's knocked out of bounds in front of the Dallas bench, and that automatically right away is a Saints hot streak, brought to you by TrainSouth.com. It's hard to stop a Train air conditioner, but it's easy to afford one.
Yeah, and that's a throwback screen. We haven't seen the Saints use that play. You have a nice job of Austin Richards being able to let that guy inside. The only thing that you worry about, though, is him knocking it down as far as he's rushing the quarterback, but he didn't do it. You would want your guard to do a little bit better job of picking off that defender that's rushing, but Kendre is able to pick up some nice yardage.
First and 10 for the Saints at the Dallas 40. Back to throw. Spencer throws it. Caught at the 25. Nice first down again, and that's Bryson Lance, who catches it at the 25-yard line, middle of the field.
looking at my Rouse's Market Gumbotron. Somebody learned something. Watch right here. He comes, he's about to clean up this pile, and you can see him stop and with his hands throwing it up because he didn't want to get that penalty. And so Jeremiah Wright, outstanding job. But you don't have to throw your hands up. They know that you weren't, malicious in trying to just take care of your guy.
So Saints 1st and 10 at the Dallas 25 out of the shotgun. Little handoff to Kendre Miller to the right side, 20, inside the 20. Kendre Miller brought down outside the numbers as the Saints get into the Raising Cane's red zone. Raising Cane's one love. Nice job by Kendre Miller.
Get those shoulder pads down, Kendre. Nice physical run. You got a little split zone action. I just want you to get those shoulder pads down in traffic. And, we've talked about it, Mike. The talent is there. I mean, that's not the question with this young man. The question is, can you stay healthy?
2nd and 2 as Kendre picked up 8 yards. Snap, hand to Kendre. Now he bounces to the outside, cuts it back on the numbers, and he's going to be near the first down mark at the 15.
I think they're going to mark him right short.
They're going to mark him just about. I mean, his left foot is almost on the line, so it'd be 3rd down and probably less than a yard for the Saints as they go quick to the football. Spencer has Kendre behind him, looking like the New Orleans version of the push of tush, but a flag comes in.
And you're either illegal with your lineman or they're in the neutral zone, and I think they're going to be in the neutral zone is what they're going to talk about. And so I don't know. I couldn't see down the formation for the Saints if the Saints were illegal with their alignment, and so that's a long conversation. It's a long
illegal
conversation.
Formation,
there it is.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, I want to know that was it the receiver?
Kellen's got his hand here going, what? Like, give me more than that.
I would love to see it, and Kellen is calling the plays this game. Kellen is calling the plays. The first 2 games we talked about Nussmeier calling the plays. Kellen is calling. I would love to hear which receiver or which tight end was kind of covering the ball.
So 3rd and inches now becomes 3rd and 6 for the Saints. Spencer Rattler, first drive, scoreless contest, back to throw. Now throws to the left side, and that is incomplete. Flags come in as Spencer gets hit, goes to the ground at the 30. That's going to be a hold on the Saints.
Yeah, it's right in front of him. He's got to get rid of that
holding
football.
Offense, number 72. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
Saints, right there, Spencer kind of held that ball a hitch too long, and that forces Richards to have to kind of pull it down. That play has got to develop, and I don't know if it was just the receiver did clear soon enough, but that ball has to come out. And so, you like Kendre being able to pick up that block there. On the second hitch, the ball has to be out. Ball has to be out. I mean, the official threw it as the defensive end is kind of running the circle, and now the official's a little late getting the kicker ball out.
They weren't 100% sure where they were spotting this because this is going to be Daniel Carlson as Ryan Wright spots the ball at the 28-yard line, left hash mark. So a 38-yarder for Daniel Carlson, 6'5" out of Auburn. Looks down at Ryan Wright. The kick is away to our right. The kick is up, and the kick is good for the 8-year veteran out of Auburn. Just signed with the Saints this week. Puts the Saints on the board on their first drive. 11:47 to play here in the first quarter. Take a break. Back after this. 3-0 Saints on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey, bro. Weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
Saints fans know game day takes everything you've got, all in, no matter the score. So when the final whistle blows, come unwind from it all in Pensacola. Condé Nast Traveler readers already crowned it America's best beach. So this is a win. Toes in the sugar white sand and all. Pack your black and gold gear and come celebrate or recharge. That's the Saints way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Miss something on the radio? Just hit rewind. WWL is always live on the free Odyssey app.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Paris Disposal Saints sideline report.
As I'm sure the Saints would have preferred to punch that in for a touchdown, but it did allow them to get their first look in a game at Daniel Carlson. They brought in the 31-year-old last week. He said he now lives in Auburn, Alabama, and he spent training camp working out at Auburn University. He said he had his former college long snapper and holder coming off of lunch breaks and going out to hold for him. He said he took him out to dinner to thank him. But he said he feels as good as ever. Clearly sharp. He went 7 for 8 at Wednesday's practice at Tulane, so now he's 8 for 9 since joining the Saints in this three-way kicker competition.
And the three-way will have another man kicking off. So Carlson made the field goal, but it'll be Charlie Smith who kicks off to our left. 2 back, Deshaun Corbin and another, but this one, that didn't matter who's back there, quite frankly, because that one went in the back of the end zone. So the Cowboys will have it at the 35-yard line to start this down 3-0 as the Saints, some really good-looking plays, but then as we've talked about, 3rd and inches, they go to the line quickly, penalty, followed up with another penalty, and you take the 3 instead.
Yeah, you take the 3. I mean, obviously it's not what you wanted, just like Jeff just said, but at the end of the day, you'll take some points. You got to evaluate a little bit more, and, you go from there.
Joe Milton out of Tennessee, third-year man out of Tennessee, got the preseason start number 2, and he is your starting quarterback tonight with Phil Maffa the back, and Milton throws to the right, and that is caught on the right side at about the there's a way late flag. 2 late flags come in.
That's not roughing. They call that. They're going to call it unnecessary roughness, but that's not roughing at all. And I think that's on a guy that we hadn't seen a lot. It's going to be unnecessary roughness.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 28, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, Danny Stutzman, the linebacker, gets called for it. It was a complete pass to the right side, and just like that, that just kind of shows you the kickoff to the 35, the difference. You get a penalty, now they're in Saints territory at the 46.
The only thing I can say that they were calling, because he's inbound, it's the helmet. It's the helmet. You would probably look in, and Mike, we'll talk about it later on, the emphasis like of spearing. The helmet, the head went down. I mean, but that is not unnecessary roughness. He was inbound. He was not stopped. It's anything like that. I mean, that's I don't agree with that call at all.
So that was a run by Phil Maffa, who picked up a few yards. He only had 1 carry coming into this game. He had 1 rush for 15 yards, and it was a touchdown. And he said, thank you very much, and that was it. He picked up 4 yards on that one. Stutzman was there for the stop, so it's 2nd and 6, 3-0 Saints. We're 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Dallas has it for the first time, and the big penalty hasn't been Saints territory. Joe Milton under center. Hands it off right side to Phil Maffa. Phil Maffa will take it near the first down. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Need to get to the 36 for that first down.
Yeah, and here's interesting, we talked about Stutzman get his first action as far as of the preseason. A couple of other guys. Tyree Wilson has played a little, not a lot. He's out there as well. Anthony Jennings, two new guys that we haven't seen a lot. Christian Boyd
number 68
has played a pretty good amount for the Saints in preseason. He's out there. Suggs, another one of those tackles, and I think that is Miles Cole, the other tackle. And at linebacker for the Saints. I think that's Jalen Ford, which Stutzman.
So it is 3rd and 1, and Maffa gets it for the 3rd straight time, and he will pick up the first down. He needed to get to the 35-yard line, and that's where they will mark him. So 3 runs by Phil Maffa, second-year man out of Clemson, picks up the first down.
A nice job by the offensive line being able to get some movement up there. Jaden Price comes back into the game at corners for the Saints. They do have Isaac Yedem in at one corner, and I think the other one is Emerson.
So first down for the Cowboys, 3-0 Saints, 9:36 Cowboys on their first drive. They are at the Saint 35. Joe Milton back to throw, throws left, caught at the 28-yard line on the near side by Anthony Smith out of ECU, is a 7th-round pick for Dallas, one of their few offensive draft picks.
Yeah, Jordan Howland, Terrell Burgess, the other safety for the Saints, and that'll wrap up your defense as far as that unit is concerned. And Isaac Yedem and Emerson, both of those guys have flipped sides, and so they haven't just been a left corner, right corner.
So he picked up 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Handoff left side Maffa, but he is hit by Miles Cole in the hole. And won't pick up anything. Should be right back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Texas Tech man who stopped Maffa in the hole.
Yeah, nice job there by Miles Cole. Looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, he's able to fight off that offensive lineman. You also have Jalen coming in and filling that gap a little bit. And so, for me, Jalen Ford has had a really, really good camp. This is, year 2 in that system. And he started to make some flash plays, not just on special teams, but on defense as well.
So 3rd down and 2, and the play action is Milton. Keeps it right side. There's a flag, 30, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds on the far side.
You can't call pass interference. You can't call holding. It's an illegal formation by the Cowboys, and so that play is going to back them up.
Illegal
so Milton would have.
Offense, number 83, never got set. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So that's Anthony Smith, who we just talked about. So
had the previous catch, and Mike, it's interesting, just some of the, we call it knick-knack fouls. I mean, because he's in motion. He's in motion, but if he's going to square his shoulders, he has to be set for a second. And so you're better off keeping your shoulders kind of parallel to the other sideline instead of squaring back up, because once you square back up, you've got to be set for a second.
So now it's 3rd and 6. Milton in an empty backfield. Throws to the near side, and that is knocked away. Nice defense. Knocked it away. That's Terrell Burgess who knocked it away, and that is an incomplete pass from Michael Trigg. Would have had really close to the first down, but the former LA Ram came through and knocked it out.
Yeah, nice job there by Burgess being able to break on that out route by Trigg, and I thought he had a good chance. He did have it in his hands. He had a good chance of bringing it in, but as a defensive back, you're taught to rake the football down, and that's exactly what Burgess did, able to rake the football out of Trigg's hand.
So Brandon Aubrey from 49 yards away, and Brandon Aubrey started congratulating his holder after he kicked it, like 1 second, so he knew it was right down the pipe. So both teams score field goals on their opening drives. It is 3-3 here in the first quarter. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Pelicans fans, your favorite game schedule starts here with the new Lower Bowl 5-game flex plan. Pick the 5 games you want to see, from rivalry matchups to weekend showdowns, all from the Lower Bowl. Plans start at just $30 per game, making it easier than ever to experience Pelicans basketball your way. Plus, purchase by September 4th and receive a bonus game. Don't miss your chance to build a season that fits your schedule. Visit pelicans.com/flex to get started today.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Hey, Southeast Louisiana, got clothes, furniture, or household items you no longer need? Don't toss them. Donate them to Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing out your closet, you're creating opportunities. Your donations help fund job training, education, and community programs that make a real difference right here at home.
It feels great to know my stuff is helping someone else.
So let's make a change together. Drop off your donations at any Goodwill location and be part of something bigger. Donate today and turn your stuff into success. Visit goodwillno.org for more information.
Love WWL? Be our friend on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio Sunday, September the 13th at noon when the Saints battle the Detroit Lions at Ford Field in Detroit. Turn to the Saints Radio Network.
So Brandon Aubrey from 49 yards ties it 3-3. And so we talked about Aubrey's leg, right? So last year from 50-plus, he was 11 of 17. From 40 to 49, he was 10 of 10. And in his career from 40 to 49, 28 of 30. So we like the leg, but you better make 40 to 49, and he did. This kickoff comes down this time to Jaden Price at the 10, 20 to the middle of the field. Now cuts it back, 25. Still on his feet, knocked down on his back at the 29-yard line, just off the right hash mark. And that's where the Saints will have it for the second time, as the Cowboys had it 8 plays, 34 yards, 354, aided some by penalties, and 354 off the clock, and a 49-yarder to tie it at 3 with 7:47 to play here in the first quarter. Spencer Rattler at the start. Kendre Miller was out there for the first time, and he's out there as well as Rattler now in the shotgun. The Saints will start again left to right from the 29. Play action. Rattler stands, throws to the left side, incomplete. Trying to hit Trayton Welch, but a flag comes in again. That might be illegal use of the hands to the face.
Yep.
So that time going to be on Dallas.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Tyrus Wheat called for that. And it was an incomplete pass thrown. I don't know if he was impacted by the throw. Yeah, it was hit at the line.
He tipped it at the
Tried
line.
to hit Trayton Welch, but it was
on the over
incomplete.
route. Yep, on the over route.
So the Saints will have it first and 10.
That's what I was going to say, man. That's a throw that Spencer has to be able to make, but he got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
First and 10. The Saints at the 34-yard line. Kendre Miller is the deep back under center with Spencer Rattler. Takes the snap, gives it to Kendre, middle of the field. Kendre pushes his way up across the 40, or to the 40-yard line. So he picked up about 7 yards on that. Saints will have second and 4.
Yeah, and in the opener with Bobby, we talked about, I think that's William Sherman at that center position. That left guard and right tackle, as well as the right guard, did a really nice job. Now that's going to be 66 at center. That is Sherman at 66, and it should be right at right guard.
And Wolfschlager is the right tackle. Another handoff to Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller takes it to the 44-yard line. To me, that's enough for a first down. It is. So 2 back-to-back Kendre Miller runs, picks up the first down.
And that's who pulled on that play until Kendre was right off of the edge.
Measurement.
They want to get a virtual. They want to use all the
technology. We're testing all the. Make sure we're ready for the regular season as well.
At the left guard, though, Mike, that is number 73, Easton Kilty at the left guard position for the Saints. They've done a nice job. They have done a nice job up front being able to create some holes for the Saints. Now, we know on the first drive there you had the kind of hole play. And you had the other one that was a bad penalty. But offensive line-wise, I thought they've done a good job.
First down. The referees have been wandering around, looking up at the sky like, what are we doing here? Who's telling me what to do here? And finally, to get the official nod from Brad Rogers that Kendre Miller did that first.
So you run the football pretty well.
Yes.
Give me a play action. See if you have something down the field. whether it's Lance on a double move, whether it's a post move, whether it's just something down the field for a big play. Because you run the football, and so those safeties and linebackers, you know that they should be coming up pretty good.
Saints are at their own 44, first down. 3-3 tie, Spencer Rattler. Play action, inside, looking, throws it. Caught on the near side to the just about midfield. Audric Estime makes the catch. And Spencer was looking deep first. He looked deep.
Well, it was designed, but
right.
the Cowboys, they covered it.
Yep.
They were trying to go deep down the field.
I think they're listening to you and our broadcast. Right. They go, hey, man, we're going deep.
This is a time to do it. I mean, but that just where you are on the field and what that defense is expecting you to do, just because you've had some success running the football against them, it was a time to, try to take that shot.
2nd and 5 as Estime picked up 5. He is to the right of Rattler, who's in the shotgun. This time Estime gets it, middle of the field. Another nice run. Estime takes it into Dallas territory to the 45, and that is another first down running the football as Audric Estime picks it up in the air, then on the ground.
And that Saints got to go quick on the ball, and, that's just a delayed handoff. Just a nice job of opening up the holes for him.
Play action. Rattler throws to the left side, caught in front of the Dallas bench at the 30-yard line. That is Trey Palmer. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line, so a first down for the Kentwood Kangaroo.
Looking at that play, he had a couple double catch that football. That ball's a little inside, caught it on the shoulder pad. Looking at that Rouse's market jumbotron, just a really nice job of ball placement. He got a high-low really situation there, and he chose to go to the receiver that was farther down the field running that out route. A nice job of completion there by Spencer Rattler.
So under center from the Dallas 31, toss to the outside, Estime, 30, some room as he cuts it back. That's where he gets stacked up at about the 27-yard line. As he had it outside, cut it back inside the numbers, and it looked like he had a little more room than that, but still a good run.
Alex has to get that block. If he gets that block, then now my back, he can cut inside clean. And so when he has to take on the guy that Alex kind of missed, your right tackle, then it turns a good run. It stops a great run, and it just made it a good run.
You're right. So it is 2nd and 6, 4:26, first quarter, 3-3 tie. Kendre Miller is the lone back. Under center is Rattler. Kendre Miller gets it. Kendre Miller, 20, down to the 15. And Kendre Miller with another first down, and the Saints get into the Raising Cane's red zone once again. Raising Cane's one love, and they are just moving the pile on the offensive line, but they got to cash in. No penalties as they have it at the 14. Handoff Miller, middle of the field. Hard hit. Boy, you heard those helmets collide as he takes it down to the 13-yard line. And it's really the Dallas guy, Lucas, who's holding on to his right arm, who took the hit.
He was the one that made the hit there, and he was the one that goes down. But, I mean, he kind of hit him with his shoulder down low. Kendra's able to bounce off of that hit, but that's a really nice job up front. I know we've got to take a break here, Mike, so I'll shut up and let you send us the break.
We'll wait till see what the situation is with Maris Luafau. We'll take a break. It is 3-3, 3:41 to play in the first quarter. Saints driving. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look, at Rouse's Markets, taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your number one local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at oxnard.org/schedule.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home. Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
We're the original influencers. Follow WWL on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Welcome back, AT&T Stadium. Maris Leofau was taken directly to the locker room. We have 3:41 to play here in the first quarter. 3-3 tie. Saints scored a field goal on their first possession. Driving here on their second. Moving left to right. Black jerseys, gold pants. In a 3-3 tie with 3:35 clock moving. 2nd and 8. The ball is at the Dallas 12. Spencer Rattler, who got the start, is in the shotgun. Aldrich Estime to his left. Rattler to throw, steps up. Now pump fakes, rolls to his right, looking, and throws it incomplete out of bounds on the right side. Cowboy touched it, but it had no chance of being intercepted, but it was...
The late pressure, the guard picked it up. Spencer never really got comfortable again in that pocket after that late pressure, but Easton Kilty picked it up. And so once Spencer steps up, I think the throw is there over the middle of the field, but like I said, he never really got comfortable again to be able to just to find the throw in the throwing lane that he liked.
3rd and 8 for the Saints, who are 0 for 1 on 3rd down. They're at the Dallas 12. Rattler to throw, looking now, he has to step up again, throws it complete at the 7. There's a flag on the far side of the field where Barryon Brown was, looks like a push on the interference on Dallas,
yeah,
right?
Passing before the ball is thrown away from it, so it's going to be an automatic
Illegal
first down.
contact, defense number 21. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Yeah, what's interesting here, he wanted to throw the corner route, but that time there was pressure by the Dallas line, and so he stepped up, and once he stepped up, he couldn't throw it, ended up going to his check down, and so that's just a nice job there of Spencer understanding and knowing where his check down was, but he wanted to throw the corner route, and I think that was to Austin that was going to be running that route.
So the Saints have it 1st and goal at the 7. 3:14 and a 3-3 tie. Kendre Miller, who's had a good game already, 6 carries, 34 yards. This time it's Barryon Brown again to the right side, and Barryon Brown, Kentucky and LSU, takes it in on a jet sweep for the touchdown. Really, the cutback is what did it. He cut it back and took it into the right side of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, one thing you know is he's got speed, and so they're able to just stretch that defense. They don't even block the defensive end. He's the one that kind of falls in the end zone on that play, but they don't even block it, and it's just the pure speed of Brown that stretches that defense there. And he's able to finally cut and turn it upfield to get in the end zone. Nice play. Second time we've seen him run it.
Yeah, jet sweep twice.
Yeah, opposite side this time.
So this will be Tanner Brown. So everybody's had a chance to kick the football. His extra point is up and good. And the Saints get an Ochsner Saints touchdown. Ochsner, long live you. Long live the Saints. 10-3 Saints with 3:06 to play in the first quarter here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ace Garage Doors are tough, durable, reliable, and ready for whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, their best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home or business safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with a weak garage door. Call Ace Garage Door Company, serving the entire Southeast Louisiana and now Mississippi Gulf Coast. Visit AceGarageDoorLLC.com and check out their 2,100 5-star Google reviews.
Ace Garage Door, Ace Garage Door.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Driving my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan, on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
You know, working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check the stadium's strict bag policy. Clear bags only? Rookie move. I guess I'll shove my bag under a parked car and hope for the best. But it's just a small bag.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Powerhouse, reaching 5 states daytime, over 38 at night. WWL.
Welcome back. The Saints on top 10-3, 3:06 to play in the first quarter. Barry and Brown, a 7-yard jet sweep. Brown has 2 carries, 19 yards, a 12-yarder, and that 7-yard touchdown. And Tanner Brown will get a chance to kick off. Daniel Carlson has the field goal, and Charlie Smith has the kickoff as the Saints lead it on that drive. 10 plays, 71 yards, 447, really dominating the run game portion so far.
Yeah, we talked about it, the Saints run game, run offense, offensive line, they've done a really nice job of just giving whoever the backs are an opportunity to be able to exploit some of those holes.
Jayshawn Corbin has the kickoff to the 25-yard line and stacked up by a host of Saints defenders right there. Good kick by Tanner to about the 2-yard line. It was a good kick because they couldn't decide who was going to get it.
Well, and that he had a lot of height on that football. He had a lot of height, and so you see one of the Saints defenders coming in and punching at the football, Mike Reed. You'd have some commentators, some people that say, hey, he's fighting. No, he's punching out the football even though he didn't get it. That's what the guys are taught.
So the Cowboys have it, 1st and 10, 2:58, 10-3 Saints, first quarter from their own 29. Joe Milton, pistol formation, and he will drop back to throw. Looks, throws it deep down the sideline, incomplete, trying to hit Anthony Smith from East Carolina, who he kept running. The ball was
he had to lose it because the ball was underthrown.
Right, ball was underthrown, but he made no attempt. Now he is, I don't know who designed the stadium, but he is looking directly back in what would be this glass partition with the sun is setting in the west.
Yeah, if Ike literally looks up, and that ball got hit. Joe threw it, and I think that was Suggs that got a hand on it.
JVR Suggs, number 62.
That's got a hand on his shoulder.
That makes a lot more sense for Anthony Smith, who he just stopped. He didn't stop to go back to get the football. So 2nd and 10, Milton throws, this time hit again at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back Saints defensive line knocking it down. That one was a short one to the right side. And again, believe it was
60. Can't tell the number. I don't think it was Suggs that time because I think Suggs gave him 5. No, it was Suggs again.
JVR Suggs, back-to-back passes knocked down at the line. So 2:47, 3rd and 10. The Cowboys from their own 29. See what he's got for us this time. Go get him, JVR. Milton out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, now throws down the sideline, and that is caught to the 45 of the New Orleans Saints, and that's Camden Brown. This young rookie out of Georgia Southern has been the Dallas media darling. He has 3 touchdowns already and a 70-yarder.
Yeah, what's interesting, I don't know if Ike ever knew where the football was, and that was kind of like on that first play prior. I mean, you wanted him to locate the football, but I don't know if Ike ever saw the football himself, and so it gets inside position just on a go route and able to come up with it.
Milton this time hands it off middle of the field. Phil Moffett takes it. Moffett will take it to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 10-3 Saints.
Mike, one guy that we haven't talked a lot about, and he's back from that shoulder injury, is Christian Miller. I had to double check and go back down and look at my roster there when I saw him on the previous play that Suggs had knocked the pass down. So he is in at the nose tackle position. I know Boyd has played that a lot for the Saints, but had that shoulder injury and missed some time, and good to have him back out there.
2nd and 7, handoff Maffa right side. He's got a bit of a hole as he takes it down to the 36-yard line. He'll be shy by about 2.5 yards of the first down. Maffa, who only had one carry coming in, has had a ton of them tonight, but the Saints running the football with Kendre Miller 34 yards, estimate 10 yards, and Barry and Brown 19 as the Saints lead it 10-3. Will be under a minute to play by the time Dallas snaps it here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 2. Dallas 2 of 3 on 3rd down. Milton out of the shotgun from the 36. Inside handoff, Maffa. Nice hole inside the 30. Finally tackled at the 27-yard line. So first down for Dallas running the football with Phil Maffa.
And we can brag on that defensive line for their pass. Their ability to be able to knock down some passes. But this series, Cowboys have been able to run the football. And so talk about Boyd being that nose guard. Miller's the guy that's playing that nose. And right now that offensive line is winning some of those one-on-one matchups. He and Cole are the defensive tackles inside.
Toss to the outside. Ball is loose. Ball goes down, and he jumps on it back near the 40-yard line. And that is the running back, Israel Abanikanda. And a little pitch left, but he never got it in his hands, and that is a huge loss back to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, you can see he and the quarterback, Joe, kind of talking. It was like, I think he felt like that ball was a little hot to him on the pitch out.
And that is the end of the first quarter. The Saints a pretty strong first quarter lead at 10-3, and when we come back, Dallas will have 2nd and 22. We've played 15 here at AT&T. Back after this, 10-3 Saints on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business. This is Brother Fromire with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-off for your job site, we got you covered like red beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Terminix, the official pest and termite control partner of the New Orleans Saints. Locally owned for 75 years, with humble beginnings on Poitras Street. Terminix has effective solutions that will help eliminate pest problems throughout the year. Protect your home for all 4 quarters of the year. Termites and rodents never stop playing, neither does Terminix. Roaches, rats, ants, and termites, we do it all. Terminix. Protect your dome, protect your home. Go Saints!
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
Let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, y'all were talking about second-round pick rookie Christian Miller when we went to break. He missed last week out in LA dealing with a shoulder injury. One interesting thing is he is currently wearing a game day Guardian cap. as far as I recall, he's the first Saints player to wear one in a game. There's a different look to them this year. In the past couple seasons, they've had a pullover with the logos on them. Now the Guardian Caps themselves act like a team look. So they're a little tougher to spot, but if you're looking closely, you can find it.
Thank you, Jeff. So we begin the second quarter, 10-3 Saints. Dallas now moving left to right. Joe Milton remains at quarterback. 2nd and 22, he's in trouble, gets hit, flag comes in, rolls to his right, throws to the far side, incomplete at the 5-yard line. Don't think it would have mattered anyway. If I feel a holding on that play.
Well, you got one holding, but I don't know what the other flag from the other official is for. Was it holding on the Saints? And it was. So now the offsetting penalties. Defense had a little nudge there while the quarterback was probably still in the pocket, and it was holding on that offensive line.
Brad Rogers.
2 fouls, one by each team. Holding number 71. Illegal contact, defense. Those penalties are declined by rule. 2nd down.
All right, so don't give it to us. Don't give us a number. I was getting ready to say Brad Rogers is going to set it all up for us, so it will offset 2nd and 22. The ball remains at the New Orleans 38, 10-3 Saints. Joe Milton is at quarterback, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Back to throw, throws a quick pass, and that is nearly picked off as it went right through the hands of Camden Brown. And the Saints almost were right there to scoop it up. I think that was Jaden Price.
Camden Brown sees that linebacker coming, and so he kind of reaches at the football instead of securing the football. And that linebacker he saw coming was Anthony Jennings, and I think it was Jaden Price would have caught that pass off of the ricochet.
Yep. He just couldn't get his hands up faster enough and under it to make it. So 3rd and 22 from the New Orleans 38. Milton, screen pass left side, caught, but brought down quickly from behind as Miles Cole takes him down at the 34-yard line. Also Christian Boyd, I should have said Christian Boyd hauled him down as he came backside to bring down Abaconda.
Yeah, it's an outstanding job up there by Christian Boyd, just being able to retrace. And so he can't get there initially. He sees it's a screen, does a really good job of just being able to retrace down that line of scrimmage and come up with that tackle.
So now from 51 yards out is going to be Brandon Aubrey. He was already connected from 49. This from 51 in the left hash mark. Kick to our right, and it is good. So the Cowboys put 3 on the board, but the Saints keep them out of the end zone. 14 minutes to play in the second quarter. The Saints remain on top. The only touchdown in the game, 10-6 New Orleans, here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our home.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Trac's Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Second Guess with Bobby Hebert and Mike Detillier, Mondays at 4 on WWL.
Welcome back. Being courted right now by Dallas's mariachi band. Back-to-back weeks with mariachi bands. And one of the Saints are in the blue tent. We'll find out some more about that. Also, Zamir White and Cropper are back as the Saints signed Zamir White this week, the running back. He's back deep. And Cropper has already had one as the field goal from Brandon Aubrey. 10 plays, 38 yards, 4:06 off the clock. And he makes a 51-yarder, and it's 10-6 with 14 minutes to play here in the second quarter as Aubrey kicks it off, and it's a line drive, and Zamir White takes it at the 3-yard line, backs up on the near side. Number 33 crosses to the middle, crosses the 25, and gets stopped at about the 28-yard line. The running back who was with San Francisco came over to the Saints this week. So the Saints, everyone has scored when they've touched it. The Saints now with their next possession, their third possession, they got a field goal from Daniel Carlson, a Barryon Brown touchdown from 7 yards on the Jets sweep, and now have it in the second quarter. And Spencer Rattler remains at quarterback, throws to the right side, caught by Kevin Austin at the 31-yard line. Austin brought down by Reddy Stewart, but a complete pass for Spencer Rattler.
And as you talked about, Mike, you still have the starting offensive line that has started this game into this game, and still a lot of the top skill guys in the game, and we know that they rotated a few of them, and we've seen Kendre and Estime as far as that has been the tailback so far.
Ball at the 32, 2nd and 7. The Saints 32. Play action as Rattler stands. Throwback screen to Estime. 30. Hit hard at the 34-yard line inside the numbers and brought down.
I want him to run the numbers. He's got to run the numbers. He's got to get to those numbers right there on that play. He gets to the numbers outside, then he can set it. If you cut inside right there, the block is being set for you to run the numbers right there. And so that's just, running it a few more times, understanding it, hey, where do I have to get? Only way I cut in there, I'm on my own.
3rd down and 5 for the Saints from their own 34. Rattler out of the shotgun, takes it, play action, stands in the middle, dumps it off, complete to Estime at the 35, 40, first down, 45, spins out of a tackle and gets brought down in front of the Dallas Cowboys bench at the 48. If he could have kept his footing, he would have had about 20 more. And a nice play as Aldrich Estime makes the catch out of the backfield and picks up the first down.
Yeah, and so you go back and look at it, and it was almost like it was the delayed tackle. He got his hands on it, but Estime spin in, and he just couldn't, like you said, he couldn't keep his final balance to be able to say, all right, I've broken the tackle.
It's at the Saint 48, 1st and 10. 10-6 New Orleans. Handoff, middle of the field. This time it's Estime right on that big blue star as he takes it into Dallas territory at the 49. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
11:28, clock moving, 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Estime as the Saints are once again in Dallas territory. Handoff, Kendre Miller caught in the backfield, and they weren't in Dallas territory long as he gets a loss of 2 as we get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, Jalen Ford came off the field after that last defensive series, went into the injury tent, stayed in there for about 5 minutes, just came out, went back to the locker room. Looks like something lower body related. He did have his left shoe off when he came out of the tent.
Thank you, Jeff. 3rd down for the Saints and 9 after that loss. And now it's back on their side of the field at the 49-yard line. The Saints 1 of 2 on 3rd down. Rattler takes it out of the shotgun. Steps up to avoid it, but he's in trouble. Rolls to his right, still has it. And he will pull it down and step out of bounds. And late hit, and there is the flag. I mean, he was near the yellow line on the Dallas bench. It wasn't a hard hit, but it's the placement of the hit.
Well, it's where you're at. If you call
That's what I mean.
any personal foul, and the guy's inbound, unnecessary roughness, then that's definitely unnecessary there.
So that'll be a first down for the Saints, as Rattler didn't have anybody open.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 96, hitting the player out of bounds. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. First down.
Just silly. I mean, if that was the Saints, you'd say the same thing. It was just a silly penalty. He was going out of bounds. It was third down. They were going to get the, either go for it or punt it away. And instead, the Saints have it with 10:32 to play.
After replay assist, there's no foul on the play.
This is new.
Oh, come.
Replay assist said that he got tackled inbounds.
It'll be fourth down.
Replay assist that the tackle started
the clock will start on my ready for play signal.
So I'm surprised they haven't shown it again since it favored Dallas, but I haven't seen the replay yet.
Because they know that's just not true.
Come on. Replay assist, that's not what it's... All right, Ryan Wright is in for his first punt. He is to our right. 10-6 Saints, first punt of the football game with 10:28 to play here in the second quarter. Ryan Wright takes the snap. The former Tulane punter boots it away to the far side, and it's going to take a bounce at the 15 and bounce out of bounds. Good job by Ryan Wright as he makes it go 90 degrees to the right, actually at the 14-yard line. So that's where Dallas will have it. 10-6 New Orleans with 10:15 to play. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ready to jumpstart your career? Goodwill Technical College is now enrolling, and this is your chance to build a brighter future. We've got the programs that will take you from the classroom to the career of your dreams.
I'm on my way to success, thanks to Goodwill Technical.
Financial aid and scholarships are available, as well as child care and transportation, so nothing's holding you back. Classes are filling up fast. Don't wait. Enroll today at Goodwill Technical College and start your journey to a better tomorrow. Visit goodwilltech.edu or call now to secure your spot.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain, wear full body paint, refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
It all starts with the ink. Ink and paper. Things can get complicated after that, but it all starts with the ink. We do not forget that. And just like an ink blot, Impress used to be small, but then we spread, growing our commercial printing capabilities to make a bigger mark. Now we're one of the largest printers in the heart of New Orleans, and still working with the attention to detail that have made us so beloved among the locals. And just like a fine ink, we make you look good on paper. Impress, your one-stop shop for all of your printing needs.
Think a premium train system is out of reach? Think again. Upgrading your home's comfort is much more affordable than you might expect. Your Train Comfort Specialist will help you find the perfect system to fit your family's budget, offering flexible purchasing options, including special financing with approved credit. Invest in lasting reliability and energy efficiency today. Train is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at trainsouth.com. That's trainsouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
The news you need and the talk you love. Tommy Tucker, weekday mornings on WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
So after the punt by Ryan Wright, it's that 90-degree turn at the 14-yard line. The Cowboys will have it. We have 10:15 to play here in the second quarter. 10-6 New Orleans. That was the first punt of the football game. As the teams have scored on each possession, the Saints are now just bringing on Jackson Sermon as the Cowboys break the huddle. Sermon was on the sidelines and just gets in from the Dallas 14. Joe Milton remains at quarterback. Phil Maffa gets it left side up near the 19-yard line. So he picked up 5 yards on that run.
See if Saints do a better job of stopping the run here.
Both teams have not done a very good job stopping the run. Moffitt's got 30 yards on 7 carries. Kendre Miller, 32 yards on 7 carries. Both of them the leading rushers.
Taking a long time for Dallas to get out the huddle. Still 15 seconds on the play clock when they break it.
2nd and 5. 10-6 New Orleans, 9:38. Ball is at the Dallas 19. Maffa gets it again, middle of the field. Jaden Price is trying to pull him backwards as he takes it to the 23-yard line. Going to be a yard shy of the first down as they need to get to the 24. So 3rd down and 1 coming for Dallas.
And you get some heavier guys coming into the game as well for the Saints. Miller comes out. Boyd and number
Brian Taylor.
Yeah, Brian Taylor is one of those other defensive tackles. He and Cole.
Dallas 3 of 5 on 3rd down. This from their 23, 3rd down and 1. Maffa is the lone deep back. Snap, handoff Maffa. Escapes one in the backfield as he escaped Fidel Diggs, who had the penetration.
I think they're going to still call him short.
Yep. He needed to get to the 24. He's about a half yard shy. Fidel Diggs kind of blew it up. Didn't get the tackle, but he slowed him down enough for the Saints to stop him.
And Dallas wants to keep their offense out there.
So it's 4th down and inches. 10-6 New Orleans. The ball sits at the Dallas 23.5. Got to get to the 24. See if they'll try to pull the Saints offside or actually take the snap, and Milton takes it, and there was a hole there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah,
that hole was trying to get filled late, but
the linebacker tried it. Instead of the Saints having someone over the center, they didn't have anybody over the center. They had the guards covered, and they were trying to fill it with the linebacker, so I don't know if they aligned right.
Because the linebacker, the hole was there, so Milton sees the hole. The linebacker tries to fill it, but he feels it too late, so Milton picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and I don't think the Saints are lined up the correct way. I mean, because you've normally put somebody over the center like they do now, and even on that goal line looks, you don't even put anybody over the center.
So Dallas 1st and 10 from the 25, throw over the middle at the 45, incomplete. Milton throws high as he was trying to hit number 80. I don't even see it. I don't see a number 80.
And so the Saints got very, very lucky.
Don't do
there.
that to me.
Saints got very lucky. Mitch Van Voren is who the tight end was that they were trying to hit, and so whether it was the Mike linebacker, that's who it had to be. That had to be Sermon, who was supposed to carry him, because the 2 safeties got out of there.
2nd and 10, Milton to throw. Throws complete, left side 40, knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and that is to Marquez Valdez Scantling, a name the Saints know as he played for New Orleans back in 2024.
And that time Emerson goes inside thinking it's going to be inside, and he's hoping that who was that linebacker? It would have been Tyree Wilson would have been the guy sinking all the way to the flat. That's asking a lot of him to be able to do that, and Saints just get burned.
Jet sweep run to the far side of the field, and that is going to be a 1st down by Tyler Johnson. Took it left outside the numbers and plenty of room to run. 1st down for Dallas.
We're looking at that Rouse's Market Jumbotron. They were like, all right, Wilson, you want to get your eyes in the wrong place? We're going to run a play that you've had some success with. And they're able to get on the edge against the Saints.
So Tyler Johnson takes it down to the Saint 43-yard line. 1st and 10, 10-6 New Orleans, 6:42 in the 2nd quarter. Joe Milton under center. Takes the snap. Handoff, left side. That's Israel Abanikanda. He takes it for a few yards. Probably about 3. 2nd down and 7. The ball at the New Orleans 41. 6:20 clock moving. Israel Abanikanda, 3rd-year man out of Pitt, who stays in the game on a 2nd and 7 from the Saint 41. Saints on top, 10-6. Milton under center. Israel gets it. Sidesteps one, but runs into Jackson Sermon. He'll get inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, but it'll be 3rd down and probably 5 for Dallas coming up, and they are 3 of 6 on 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there by Sermon, and I know Suggs didn't make the play, but he forced his lineman to kind of clog up that hole, and Sermon is able to clean things up.
5:31, clock moving. 3rd down and 5. Dallas moving left to right here in the second quarter. Milton takes the snap. Looking left, steps up. Pressure by the Saints. He's in trouble. Gets out of one. Now looks to his left. Throws it. Knocked down. Nicely done. Tyree Wilson, who was in between the receiver and Milton. He was trying to hit Trigg, but just right place, right time.
Well, no, not the right place. That's his drop zone. And so if you go back to the play earlier where Emerson gave up the pass, he was expecting Tyree to drop all the way there. So Tyree is dropping to his drop zone, what the defense calls. Mike, this is another long field goal. Yeah. So for him, he's in the right place. He just made an athletic play on the football as well.
So this time from 57 yards out as Aubrey just keeps getting deeper and deeper to our right. No good as Aubrey missed it from 57 yards out. He'd already made one from 38 and 49. But this time, he misses from 57 yards out. We will take a break. 5:11 to play here in the second quarter. Saints remain on top, 10-6 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans know how to pass a good time. Blowout or nail-biter, you find the fun in it. But a few hours east, Pensacola's sugar white beaches give you a different kind of good. It's where the pace changes, the afternoon stretches, and nobody's keeping score. Win or lose, pack your Saints gear and come unwind. Pensacola's proud to be your beach. Good times, anytime. That's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Pelicans fans, your favorite game schedule starts here with the new Lower Bowl 5-game flex plan. Pick the 5 games you want to see, from rivalry matchups to weekend showdowns, all from the Lower Bowl. Plans start at just $30 per game, making it easier than ever to experience Pelicans basketball your way. Plus, purchase by September 4th and receive a bonus game. Don't miss your chance to build a season that fits your schedule. Visit pelicans.com/flex to get started today.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
Sports Talk now. More Deuce McAllister weekdays at 4 on WWL.
So Brandon Aubrey made it from 49, 51, and then just missed from 57 yards out wide right. We have 5:11 to play here in the second quarter. The Saints on top 10-6. They've never trailed. They were tied 3-3, and now with good field position here with 5:11 to play in the second quarter, looking for more. Moving right to left here at AT&T. This time from the road, 47. Rattler in trouble, goes down back at the 38-yard line, and he did not have a lot of time there. That was Tyrus Wheat, who had to have beaten the left tackle.
Yeah, beat Austin Richards right there, and he just gave him that ghost move, and he was able to get those shoulders down, and that tackle, Austin Richards just not athletic enough. Once he shows and goes, dips that shoulder, there's nothing that he can do.
He's a former Dallas 5th-round pick that the Saints traded for a year ago yesterday. And now it is 2nd and 18 for the Saints. Handoff middle to Kendre Miller. Miller spins out of one up across into the 45-yard line. So he picks up another 6 yards. But another 3rd down coming for the Saints, who haven't had many. They're 1 of 3 on 3rd down.
Yeah, and so for me, I'm telling both of whether it's my tight end, my back, I want to chip out. I want to be able to help those tackles. I mean, you're not going to be the first option anyway. I'm looking for some type of in-cutting route. Out of this formation.
3rd and 12 from the New Orleans 45. Rattler's in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the middle, looks now, feeds it off to the left to Trayton Welch. Welch jumps, and Welch will get near the first down, near the Saints sideline, as Trayton Welch hurdles a guy 2 foot.
Mike, I think they're going to be 1 yard short, and if I'm the Saints, I'd go for it. This is exactly what you asked for. Both of those guys chipped. Trayton ended up chipping, and the defender, he sunk so far that Trayton had an opportunity to be able to catch it, and he showed you a little bit of athletic ability to be able to leap over a guy and almost still pick up enough yardage for the first down.
Well, he didn't do it like one leg, like a hurdle. Yeah. He did it like Brian Brzee, 2-footed up.
Jump. 4th
and 1. Saints going for it. Rattler, fullback belly, first down. That's got to be C.J. Donaldson, who was the first man through.
Yeah, he pops out eventually, and that's C.J.
I saw the 4, and new and fullback belly. We ain't got a fullback, but we got C.J. Donaldson.
Who acts as the fullback,
exactly.
And that's just a nice job. We talked about and bragged on those guys up front. Your guard-center combination, that was William Sherman, Easton Kilty.
Run to the outside, 30, 20, knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Boy, Dallas was fooled all over the place.
Dallas was tricked. I was tricked as well because Estimate, he kind of gets in there and he gets lost.
Right.
And then he's able to just squeeze out of it. Austin Richards, the left tackle, it looked like, he got kind of caught inside of him. And next thing you know, Estimate's running up the sideline.
Estimate took it right into a pile, popped out to the left. Saints have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 2:15 to play second quarter. 10-6 New Orleans. Rattler in the shotgun from the Dallas 8. Takes the snap. Keeps it to the right side. 10. Spencer Rattler toward the end zone. Spencer Rattler takes it in for the touchdown. Waiting for the official signal as he crossed the pylon. And Spencer Rattler keeps it and scores the touchdown. Yes, he gets inside the pylon. There will be no virtual review on that one.
Yeah, we've had that happen a couple times, and we've seen this play a couple times from the Saints this week, actually. And so just QB bash, and you get the wraparound with the tight end. He's able to outrun the defender right there on the edge, number 58. And so just a nice athletic play there by Spencer to be able to – it's not even a read. I mean, it's a pull 100%. And they wait. I mean, he got 2 feet in.
So the Saints got into the Raising Cane's red zone. Raising Cane's one love. Didn't stay there long as Spencer Rattler gets the touchdown on Oxner. Touchdown.
Under review.
No, I mean, that's what they're waiting on.
I know, but I'm saying no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, are you checking to see if he stepped out of bounds?
Let's get out to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as we wait something to track, Audric Estimate was a little slow to get up after that long run on the sideline. He got kind of pushed in the back. He just went into the injury tent, so we'll have to watch that.
Let me finish what I was saying, because as far as I'm concerned, it's a touchdown. And that's an Oxner Saints touchdown. Oxner, long live you, long live the Saints.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I mean, come on. He is
nothing is out of bounds.
Right. The ball is inside the pylon. His feet are inside the pylon.
Even if the ball was out of bounds, it doesn't matter. I mean, it could be out of bounds going in. His both feet are inside.
The rolling on the field stands. Touchdown, New Orleans.
This is a crew that doesn't have a dinner reservation.
Yes, they got time, because Brad Rogers has been around a long time. But that was in the fact that they would even look at it beyond what they did. As Charlie Smith comes in now. 2:01 to play here in the second quarter as the Saints put another touchdown on the board. Charlie takes his usual steps to the left. Ryan Wright glances at Charlie. Back to Zach Wood, who played here at SMU. Up and good as the Saints put a couple of touchdowns on the board, and we haven't gotten to the 2-minute warning yet, but we are close. 2:01, and we hope Audric Estimate is okay. He was battling an ankle, and you said at the Tulane practice of Audric that he looked okay, but you could see he didn't look 100%.
Yeah, he was still kind of limping a little bit, and you just notice it. And so hopefully, I know he got pushed from behind. I'm hoping that it was maybe something like knocking the wind out of him. I definitely don't want it to be the ankle because, before the injury, he was one of the guys that the Saints were kind of banking on to say, all right, yep, we know exactly what we have in you. You can be that kind of number 3 guy for us. And all of a sudden, Kendre gets healthy, and it's like Kendre starts to take over that role as the number 3 guy, and this is even before Alvin gets hurt, and then we lose Alvin, and now it's back to man, what do we have? Who's available?
Well, on that drive, a couple of huge plays. First off, Trayton Welch, the tight end, number 82, leaps over a defender to where they could get close to the first down, went for it on 4th down and make it. And then Audric Estime, who just ran the ball to the right side for about a gain of 3, and then pops out of the tunnel, takes it left down to the 8-yard line, and on the next play, Spencer Rattler would take it in. Now it's Charlie Smith getting his shot at the kickoff. He is to our right. Saints on top, 17-6. He boots it away, and it's going to be a deep one for Charlie. No question there. Out of the end zone. No time off the clock, and so we still haven't gotten to the 2-minute warning. 2:01, but on the drive officially for the Saints. The Rattler 8-yard run, 6 plays, 53 yards, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. In a game they have not trailed, 17-6.
Mike, that's what it is. His ankle. He went over and ran the tennis back down.
Is reporting
he's
eligible.
Over by his guys, but you can just tell how he's walking, just with the slightest little limp.
So what he needs is a good 2 weeks, which he's going to get.
Yes.
So with 2:01, the Cowboys will start at the 35-yard line. Joe Milton's gone the distance as he play actions and then looks to throw. Does throw, caught on the left side to the 45-yard line. It should be a first down, and that's Jordan Hudson who makes the catch. First-year man.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Out of SMU, so didn't have to travel far, and that finally is the 2-minute warning with 1:51 to play. Pretty strong first half by the Saints, 17-6. They lead Dallas, 1:51 to play before half here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
My wife was frying okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. She left the burner on high, and it didn't take long to ignite. So I ran to the stove, grabbed the pot, and that's when I got burned from a grease fire. And yes, the pain was, it was bad. Oh, Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. On the financial side, it would be expensive without Blue Cross. And that's what I was worrying about because I was out of work for 3 months. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funny story.
Louisiana Blue. The right card, the right care.
Ace Garage Doors are tough, durable, reliable, and ready for whatever life throws at them. Just like the best defensive lines in football, Ace's best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong and take the hits, protecting your home or business, all while looking great from the street like a clean uniform. Don't let a storm blitz through a weak garage door. Ace Garage Door Company, serving the entire Southeast Louisiana region and now Mississippi Gulf Coast. Visit AceGarageDoorLLC.com and check out over 2,100 5-star Google reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
WWL First News Early Edition with Dave Cohen, weekdays at 5 a.m. on WWL.
1:51 to play here before halftime. Dallas has it at their own 46. Throw complete to the outside, midfield, right in front of the Saints bench, and they'll take it into Saints territory at the 49-yard line. Tyler Johnson makes the catch. Joe Milton, who's gone the distance for Dallas as they go quick and running their 2-minute offense. From the Saint 48, Milton takes it. Nobody to throw to. Now he's in trouble. Spins out of it. Goes to his left. Just throws it out of bounds as he had Christian Boyd running at him.
He had Sherman with a penalty holding on that play. It'll be automatic 5. Automatic first down.
Holding. Defense number 47. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So the incomplete pass and the pressure by Christian Boyd will be nullified, and it'll be a first down for Dallas. Now at the Saint 43-yard line, 1:21 to play here in the second quarter. Dallas has all 3 timeouts. In fact, so do the Saints. So from the Saint 43, 1st and 10 for Dallas. Joe Milton, former Tennessee quarterback, takes the snap and an inside handoff to Maffa, who is brought down from behind at the 41-yard line. Didn't see. Oh, Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, Tyree
fought off his block and went down the line and got him. 105, clock moving. 2nd down and 8, so a gain of 2. As Milton takes the snap, steps up into pressure, throws to the near side. That should be out of bounds. It's caught. It is an incomplete pass as he was out of bounds.
Got a late flag back here, too. Nice job by the Saints to be able to get that pressure, and they're forcing the quarterback to step up, and it looks like it's going to be holding.
On Dallas.
Yep.
As the previous holding was on the Saints.
Offense number 67. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Drew Shelton, the rookie out of Penn State. 4th-round pick by Dallas. Gets the holding, and it's 2nd and 18. The ball back now to the Dallas side of the field at the 49. 2nd and 18 with 52 seconds. Milton throws it across the middle, complete down to the 41-yard line. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hauls it in. 40 seconds. Dallas again has all of their timeouts, but face a 3rd and 7. Milton steps up. He's in trouble, throws, and that one is incomplete at the 31-yard line. Would have been a first down, but he just could not hold on.
And it looked like Trigg was falling down. It looked like he was falling down, and then the Saints did a good job. I couldn't tell which corner that was that came up to kind of hit him as well. Saints have to do a better job of once understanding what the drop point is from the quarterback, because at that time it looked like Milton could have ran. She did a nice job of just being able to say, all right, I've got him in front of me. I think that was Isaac Yedem. I think Trigg thought he was by the sideline, closer. He was closer by the sideline, and that's why he was trying to get both feet down, but he still had a lot of room to work.
So now Aubrey from 58 yards to our right knocks it through. He missed from 57 previously, made it from 49 and 51, and now adds a 58-yarder with 23 seconds to go. And actually the Saints escaped from that one because Trigg would have had the first down on his back, just couldn't bring it in. Good defense, but man, you got a guy like Brandon Aubrey, 49, 51, 57, didn't miss by much.
Yeah, I mean, he will keep you in games. Just if you get over midfield, you give him 5 yards, you know, I'm not to say it's easy for him, but he'll keep you in a lot of games.
So on the drive, 6 plays, 25 yards, minute 38. Saints holding Dallas to 3 field goals. Have never trailed as they lead 17-9. Just 23 seconds to go before the break. Zamir White is back, as is Jalen Moreno Cropper. Cropper to the far side, and White, number 33, to the near side. White got it the last time. We'll see who gets it this time, and it looks like it's going to be Cropper and a line drive at the 5. Cropper stays on the far side, 15-20, wrapped up on the numbers at about the 26, 25-yard line, make it the 26-yard line with 16 seconds to go.
Thinking maybe if he got to the 35, maybe to the 40, he may have been aggressive, and so I don't know how aggressive they're going to be offensively here, even for a long field goal. But I mean, you need at least 30 yards. You do have timeouts.
You have all three. Today's game brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Saints. The ball is at New Orleans 27. There's 16 seconds before halftime. 17-9. Rattler dishes it off, and will pitch to Kendre Miller to the outside near side, and he'll cross the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that will do it.
The offensive lineman getting up slow. It's Austin, one of the receivers.
So that is it. Kendre Miller with a strong first half. Kendre Miller has 42 yards, estimate 46 yards rushing. So the Saints over 100 yards rushing in the first half. They lead it 17-9. We'll be back with the second half. The Saints on top of the Cowboys. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
I'm Clint Roman with Marsh McLennan Agency. We provide business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client solutions to businesses and individuals. We provide the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's largest insurance broker, Marsh McLennan. Here in New Orleans, we have deep roots throughout South Louisiana that go back over 80 years. At Marsh McLennan Agency, we know more than just insurance. We know New Orleans. Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Visit us today at marshmma.com.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup, just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza. Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for a heart-thumping career? Get your blood pumping by becoming an EMT. Acadian Ambulance is hiring, and you can become an EMT in just 4 months. Visit NOLAmedics.com to register today. That's NOLAmedics.com.
New Orleans wakes up with Dave Cohen and WWL First News weekday mornings at 5. Time now for the Rouse's Markets Halftime Show. Rouse's, your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Here's Steve Geller.
That's more like it, Who Dat. We're at the half, 17-6 lead for the black and gold at the break. Spencer Rattler making a case for the backup job. 8 of 10 for 79 yards out of the biggest play of the half, an 8-yard touchdown run with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Officials reviewed whether he broke the plane. The call stood. Charlie Smith knocks through the extra point, and it's a 17-6 Saints lead. The score capped a 6-play, 53-yard drive. Before that, the rookie from LSU, Barrion Brown, gave the Saints their first touchdown of the night, a jet sweep on the right side, 7 yards, following blocks from Bryce Lance and Kevin Austin Jr. Tanner Brown hit that point after attempt. That made it 10-3 late in the first. New Orleans opened the scoring on their first possession, moved it, penalties stalled them, and Daniel Carlson would drill a 38-yard field goal. Dallas answered with Brandon Aubrey from 49 to tie it at 3. After Brown scored, Aubrey hit a 51-yard early in the second. The black and gold the Dallas got another field goal, making it 9 points for them. The Saints are winning up front of the line of scrimmage, 115 yards to Dallas's 57. Audric Estime has 46 yards on the ground and 68 total. Kendre Miller has added 38 yards rushing with a 15-yard catch. No turnovers either way. New Orleans has the yards, 186 to 121, and time of possession. Joe Milton's 5 of 11 passing, 64 yards for Dallas. Phil Maffa has 39 yards on 10 carries. The Cowboys have not reached the end zone. So at the half, Rattler looks sharp. The run game is working, and Barry Brown with a statement score. The Saints up 17-9 in their preseason finale. Second half coming up in AT&T Stadium. Taking a break, coming back with more on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Time out. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromar with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the Gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Upgrading your AC? Trane has the exact fit for your home and your budget. From reliable, budget-conscious entry-level units to top-of-the-line variable speed systems, Trane delivers superior comfort and unmatched energy efficiency. Pair it with our advanced indoor air quality products, and your family will breathe easier all year long. Trane is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at TraneSouth.com. That's TraneSouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
My personal favorite stories are when a young man comes in and you can see they're a little intimidated. This just happened last week. I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Miss something on the radio? The podcast has it on demand. WWL and the Odyssey app.
Back here on the Rouse's Market halftime show, Saints have a 17-9 lead over the Dallas Cowboys. Cajun Cannon, for preseason finale and just that exhibition play, but at least we got some excitement today and happy times.
No, that's how a game should look. I mean, you want to be entertained.
Excitement, right?
Yeah, excitement. Look, 17 points and a half. I take that. You're halfway to 34. Not that we'd average 34, but no, that was very productive. I think Spencer Rattler, with his experience in the offense and what he's done, and I think the trust factor with Kellen Moore. No, Spencer Rattler's the number 2 quarterback. Zach Wilson. Statement. Zach Wilson might be unbelievable in the second half. I think you have an opportunity, but I still think Spencer Rattler is the QB2. What I'm most pleased with is that winning in the trenches, as far as us being able to run the football. Look, the Saints well over 100 yards rushing. You take that any day of the week. Half of football and you have 100 yards rushing. I would say right now, bubble wrap, however you want to describe it, Kendry Miller and Audric Estime, they don't need to play no more.
We know Audric already got banged up.
Yeah, on that long run. That was a nice 33-yard run, a lot of patience. Then he bounced it outside. I think we should see and he ran one time, I think, on the short yardage. C.J. Donaldson, a lot of C.J. Donaldson running the football the second half, and possibly Zamir White, call the play and tell him what to do in the huddle. He was only there a couple of practices, so he doesn't really know the playbook. But just a great way to start the game. And then on special teams, Cropper, plus 28-yard gain on the kickoff. If you're around plus 28, you're in the top 5 for sure, if not top 3. As far as you could see his speed and his quickness. And, he came, I told you this, he came into the game ahead of Bum Means, I think by a yard, but leading the team, tied with the most receptions and had the most yards. That being Cropper, Marino Cropper. I forgot his first name. He got 3 names. Yeah, so I'm going to call him Marino Cropper. But nice kickoff return to start. Then how about Barry and Brown? This is what Barry and Brown needs to do in games that count. Whenever I see 19, I just think of Devery Henderson. I mean, I got Devery on the brain. So Barry and Brown, though, that jet sweep, obviously you could see his speed. That's a pretty darn good average, 19 yards on 2 jet sweeps. And the one of them, plus 12. So that's going to go a long way. Now, I don't know how could they call personal foul on Stutzman at the beginning of the game. We want to have less penalties. I'm like, I don't know. You can't tackle no more. Like a good tackle. I don't know. Is it really helmet to helmet, whatever? I mean, it looked like a good form tackle, how you coach it up. So that was a bunch of BS. And then Rattler gets hit out of bounds. And then what? That's not a penalty? Maybe have 1 step in, 1 step out, but kind of finishing, taking the quarterback to the round.
Somehow video replay doesn't like us there.
Yeah. I don't know. That was very frustrating. Now we know their kick is going to make their field goals with Auburn.
But he did have a miss.
He did have a miss from 57.
Right.
And then he closed the half a 58-yard field goal.
Shout out to Tyree Wilson with that PBU on that drive.
Yes. Yeah. And so we did get. It won't be the game where we have 0 quarterback pressures, 0 sacks, tackles for a loss. Yes, I know we have put pressure on Milton, the quarterback. So, no, just a better game. That just laid an egg last week against the Rams. So good for Kellen Moore and the staff, how they bounce back for this game against Dallas.
We're
against the Cowgirls.
Moments away, folks, for more of Saints play-by-play action with Deuce and Hawes, brought to you by Auctioneer Health. Long live you, long live the Saints. 17-9, Black and Gold, coming back with more right on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
It's a wrap on the Rouse's Markets Halftime Show. Rouse is your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints. Stick around for the second half on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look at Rouse's Markets. Taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your #1 local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit JohnFayardWarehouse.com.
Huddle up with Bobby Hebert and Deuce McAllister on the home of the Saints, WWL. Time for second half adjustments. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Now, here's Deuce.
Mike, a couple things that I need to see different here as you start the second half. Can you get consistent pressure on the quarterback? And what I mean by that is I can't just run out of my lanes. Can we do a better job in the run defense? A couple times Dallas was able to exploit you on a few of those drives, and when you needed to, you clamped down and you forced 3 long field goals. Another thing I want to see, where's the turnover? On one of the slants, you were able to get your hands on the football, tipped a couple of them. I think that was Suggs, the defensive lineman. Can you close this game out? Offensively, you had good rhythm. Can that follow up in this third and fourth quarter?
Dallas will get it to start the second half. The kick to the 2-yard line, brought back to about the 28-yard line. And that's going to be our good friend, the running back, Israel Abanikanda. He brought it back, so the Saints will be on defense first. Black jerseys, gold pants, black stripe, gold helmet. Same uniform we've had all preseason. Dallas moving right to left here in the third quarter. Saints on top, 17-9. They led, I think it was 20-6 at halftime in that first Jacksonville game. And as Deuce said, looking for a better second half as they haven't scored a point in the second half. New quarterback is going to be Sam Howell for Dallas. Handoff middle of the field. Crosses the 30. So picked up about 4 yards. Phil Maffa remains the running back. Howell is battling Milton. Howell got the preseason start in the first game. Dallas beat Seattle, then Dallas beat Arizona in the second game. 2nd and 5 as they gave Maffa 5 yards. This time Howell will have an empty backfield. On a 2nd and 5 from their own 33. Back to throw. Throws. Right side, incomplete. Nice defense, Jackson Sermon, and no flag as he was able to reach around with his right hand and not get the interference call with his left hand.
Yeah, looking at that Rouse's market Gumbotron, that's the one thing that you worry about in those situations is, hey, you know, are they going to call it for the little pull or the tug? But they felt like that was not enough to be able to stop him completely. So nice coverage there by Sermon.
So 3rd down and 5 for Dallas, who was 3 of 8 on 3rd down in the first half. 3rd down and 5 from their own 33. Howell's in trouble, rolls to his right, but he gets sacked back at the 23-yard line. Isaiah Stahlberg rolled to his right, but Stahlberg's got some speed, and he got him down quick.
Yeah, that's a really outstanding job. Stahlberg is in the A-gap. So he's actually looping out on this play. His job is to engage on the center, and he loops out. He's the guy that actually ends up containing, and that was one of the things that I talked about right there. You know, can you not let the quarterback break containment? And that time he did not. Nice job of coming up with the sack.
So Barrion Brown is back deep right now. He's at his own 20 as Anger boots it away, and Brown runs up to catch it at the 32, stutter steps and leaps over the 35-yard line. Is good hang time and good Dallas coverage. Not much Barrion Brown can do. But the Saints have the football for the first time in the second half. 13:26 to play here in the third quarter. 17-9 New Orleans. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Saints fans know, game day takes everything you've got. All in, no matter the score. So when the final whistle blows, come unwind from it all in Pensacola. Condé Nast Traveler readers already crowned it America's best beach. So this is a win. Toes in the sugar white sand and all. Pack your black and gold gear and come celebrate or recharge. That's the Saints way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Protect your home or business with the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Huddle up with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert on the home of the Saints, WWL.
Welcome back. The second half opening drive is powered by Ace Garage Door. For professional service and more, call Ace Garage Door. As the Saints get the punt, they will start at their own 36-yard line, and as expected, a new quarterback will be Zach Wilson. Probably had the stronger of the two games in preseason one. I can't say anything about preseason game 2, 34-0 to the Rams, but not as sharp in that second game. We'll see what he can do here. Saints on top, 17-9, their first possession of the second half. 13:26 to play from their own 36. Handoff, C.J. Donaldson bounces to the outside, tries to cut it back on the numbers. He will get a couple of yards to the 38-yard line, and so it'll be second down and 8 coming.
Yeah, Alan Hearn is at left tackle, and I think at left guard, got numbers. Xavier Truss in at left guard. Gotta check and see who's at right guard. That's
Kilty. Easton Kilty.
So Kilty flip side from left to right, and so Richards is out.
And Goldschlager.
Jeremiah Wright is out.
Right. I said Goldschlager. I'm just teasing Mr. Wolfschlager. And Zach Wilson goes to throw. Plenty of time. Throws across the middle. Caught. Still on his feet. Ronnie Bell at the 40-yard line of Dallas makes the catch. And the Cowboys missed the tackle outside the numbers on the far side. And Ronnie Bell picks up just his second catch of the preseason, but it's a big one for a first down and almost a face mask.
Yeah, almost a face mask. Nice job by the defense. I mean, that offensive line just being able to give him protection inside the defense. They give you some creases in that zone that they're playing in, so nice throw and catch.
Ronnie Bell picked up 23. The handoff to C.J. Donaldson, who just bulldozes his way to the 35-yard line. So he picked up about 3 or 4 yards.
And you see Sherman do a nice job from his center position, being able just to pick off that linebacker, snapping it, helping out the guard, working up to that second level, picking up that linebacker, and Donaldson right off of the hip of Sherman.
Second down and 6. Ball at the 35-yard line of the Cowboys as the Saints are already in Cowboy territory. Zach Wilson. Inside handoff to C.J. Donaldson, who did a nice stutter step to buy him some time, and he's going to be about a half a yard shy of that first down, but he takes it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Mike. Looking at that Rouse's Marker Jumbotron, stutters, waits, letting those offensive linemen get the push, let them get up on that second level, put your shoulder pads down, and you're inches away from another first down.
Zach Wilson comes to the line, third down and 1. Zamir White is the deep back, looking for his first carry of the game. Kill for Zach Wilson as he changes the play. Takes the handoff, gives it to White. White right side, bounces to the outside. He'll get the first down and more as he gets outside the numbers to the 25. It's a good play now, but when you bounce outside on a 3rd and 1, you go, oh, hope you make this.
I'm on my own. I am on my own. Because the offensive line is not blocking for that to happen. Now, he was athletic enough and creative enough to be able to get to the edge, but see some of the speed that he has, but those guys are looking for him to be inside, and you can see him and Wilson talking even after the snap when he's lining up just to make sure he knows where to go and what he has to do.
So it's a 1st and 10, and Zach Wilson stands in the middle, throws it incomplete, a one-hopper to Cropper. He had nobody there. Well, we got a second. So Zach calls the play. Zamir White just signed this week. So what is he telling? I mean, we know zone right, all that stuff. What is he telling White?
Hey, I want you to right, and then I'm going to send you in motion. When I send you in motion, he knows kind of what to do from that standpoint. But, I want you on this side, left side. You're not blocking on that in that situation. And so he's just telling him to make sure, hey, this is where you line up, and I'll send you in motion. Or even on the play before, it's 2 plays. And when I kill, you go right.
Screen pass to C.J. Donaldson, 25-20 on the right side. 15 down near the 10-yard line. As C.J. Donaldson makes the catch, and the Saints are in the Raising Cane's red zone. Raising Cane's, one love.
We got somebody hurt, and I don't know if that's a receiver or if that is
yeah, it's CJ, I believe.
He got rolled up on the ankle when he got tackled.
It was a nice play, boy, because he had it set up with his lead blockers. as they tend to C.J. Dallas, and we will take a break. 9:55 to play here in the third quarter. Saints have a first down. We're back after this as they lead it 17-9 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
Pelicans fans, your favorite game schedule starts here with the new Lower Bowl 5-game flex plan. Pick the 5 games you want to see, from rivalry matchups to weekend showdowns, all from the Lower Bowl. Plans start at just $30 per game, making it easier than ever to experience Pelicans basketball your way. Plus, purchase by September 4th and receive a bonus game. Don't miss your chance to build a season that fits your schedule. Visit pelicans.com/flex to get started today.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at oxnard.org/schedule.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Deuce Hoss Nowak. Nobody calls the Saints games like WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
So the Saints have it at the 11-yard line of Dallas. Third quarter, 9:55, 17-9 Saints. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Already in the Raising Cane's red zone, looking for that Ochsner touchdown and putting some points on the board in the second half for the first time. Zamir White is the lone deep back behind Zach Wilson, who's under center. First down for the Saints at the 11 of Dallas. White gets it. Hole left side, 5-yard line, and Zamir White takes it in for the touchdown. Welcome to New Orleans. Joins the team this week. Scores his first touchdown, running the football, and never went to the ground. 11-yard touchdown run.
Really nice job of being able to sell it, and then he gets back inside. That's a zone play, it's outside zone, and he just does a nice job of just finding that crease. We've praised those guards, Sherman at center, and they just do a nice job of just being able to move that defensive lineman with the double team, and Sherman has been able to work up to that second level. You know, kind of gave him a lot of praise this game, and it's well-deserved for the effort and the work that he's done so far.
Extra point by Daniel Carlson is good, and so the Saints get a Saints-Ochsner touchdown. Ochsner, long live you, long live the Saints. First points of the second half, and the Saints are on top 24-9. So sometimes, you know, Deuce, it's just football. Here's Zamir. Here's the football.
Well, no, Zamir, outside zone. Now, the Saints call it something else. They call it a number. But he knows what outside zone is.
Right.
And so here's the football, but just run your outside zone step.
Was that was outside zone?
It was outside zone. But he cut it back.
Okay.
He cut it back. He cut it back right after settling it, the guard and the center. So it's a cutback, but zone tells you, hey, you start outside. If you go inside, it's fine because it's zone blocking. So it's not like gap where, even gap, you have options where I go A, B, C, backside if the A is overplaying it. But he understands zone. I mean, because at Georgia, in Oakland, at San Francisco, they all run zone, whether it's inside zone or outside zone.
So the Saints get the touchdown, 24-9, 9:41 to play. And Charlie Smith will kick it off. Daniel Carlson had the extra point. Daniel Carlson had the earlier field goal, the first points of the game from 38 yards. And we were discussing, like, if you got Charlie out there, we know you can kick it through the end zone. Like, you know.
You want him to place it.
Well,
but then you look at Coach Field, he was clapping the last time he kicked it through the end zone, so that's exactly what he wants him to do. Let's see if he's going to place it inside the 5. He's trying.
Yep, he will. And it'll be inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, brought back on the near side. It hit hard, though, as he crossed the 22-yard line, and there comes a flag deep from the backfield.
Who's that?
Jay-Sean Corbin was the man bringing it back.
Hellman is one of the guys on the tackles. Mike Hellman, defensive lineman.
During the return, holding number 47 return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Let's pause 10 seconds and let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
So that'll move Dallas back. By the way, the Saints only had 3 penalties for 24 yards, and 2 of them came back-to-back on that first drive. When they were driving and ended up with the field goal. Only 3. We're knocking on wood. It's preseason. I can't jinx about penalties. Come on, man. 9:35, third quarter. Cowboys have it tossed to the outside right side. Trying to turn the corner. Hit hard there at the 22-yard line.
Safety's got to make that play. Mike Reed, he's the guy that had the angle. He's coming, kind of stuttered step as he's going through some of that traffic, but he's the guy that's got to make that play. And Mike, the only thing that was similar to the muff that they had earlier, the only thing they didn't do there was fake it to the left and fake it to the right and toss it left. That time they just tossed it immediately to the right.
They're the same guy, Israel. So 2nd and 4 as he picked up 6 yards. Sam Howell at quarterback takes the snap, throws to the near side, caught at the 27-yard line. Jaden Price was there on the tackle. Tyler Johnson made the catch, and it's a first down for Dallas.
Nice strong throw, nice catch with your hands if you're the receiver. Jaden's in coverage, but Saints didn't really bring pressure. Just don't generate pressure in your 4-man look.
Howell in his 5th year out of North Carolina, some whistles.
So are they checking to see if it was an official catch?
I thought they were very gratuitous with the spot based on where he was tackled.
Please set the game clock at 8:38, and then the play clock at 25 seconds to say start on that line.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say, second. First was going to be the spot, and then the second was to reset the game clock.
They rolled off 14 seconds.
Clock is moving. 8:32, 24-9, New Orleans. 1st and 10 for Dallas at their own 27. Handoff middle, but boy, it is hit hard right there before he got it. JVR Suggs, who knocked down a couple of balls in the first half, makes the tackle there.
Right. You talk about guys just showing up, making plays. He may not get a lot of opportunities, but he is showing up when his opportunity, his number is called.
He blasted through and fought off his man to the inside and just wrapped him up. Loss of 1, so a tackle for a loss for him.
That's what I'm saying. That's a tackle for loss. It's just not, a no gain. That's a tackle for loss.
So 2nd and 11 from the Dallas 26. Howell in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to his right always. Now steps up, throws to his left, caught. Brought down quickly. Good defense right there. That's the newest Saint, or one of the newest Saints, David Long, the quarterback, 7th year out of Michigan. The Saints got a couple of guys, Michael Davis and David Long. Long comes up, makes the tackle.
Yeah, and the Saints, they do a good job with that pocket. They almost come up with the sack. Look at that Rouse's marker Gumbotron, but they can't get the sack, and David is just playing his zone. He's actually covering another guy, and once he sees the quarterback lift his head to kind of throw it to the running back, he comes off immediately and comes up with an outstanding tackle.
So he picked up 2 yards, so 3rd and 9 right now for Dallas at their own 28. 3rd and 9, Saints on top, 24-9. Howell throws to the right side, and that ball is caught. TJ Hall was right there on the defense at the 38 or 39-yard line, and that's Jordan Hudson.
Bring it back.
Penalty, 3rd down.
Holding. Offense. It was caught. but that is holding.
TJ,
but I don't.
TJ was like, he was claiming incomplete. I'm like, how did he catch that ball?
Yeah, and so that's what I was looking at as well. And then I look out there and I see the yellow flag, and offensively, there was pressure again by the Saints. They're able to bring that fifth guy like we talked about earlier, and this time, I think it was, no, it wasn't Sermon. It was, again, on the inside. It was Stallbird, but you've got one of the defensive linemen that's getting tackled as he's about to hit the quarterback. But I don't know if TJ thought he knocked it out or got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Because he's coming up saying incomplete, and
referee saying complete.
Yeah, the receiver said, I got the ball.
So Dallas is back now inside their own 20 at the 18. Howell to throws, dumps it across the middle, caught to 47, and number 47, Jackson Sermon is there, and that's Jack Kuntz who made the catch. Jackson Sermon made the stop, and punting team will come in.
Now I want to see this young man. I know you got speed.
Carry on?
Yeah, but I need to see you catch it and hit it. You know, the one person that we haven't saw at all, and I don't think he's been at receiver, is Trey Palmer. Because he would have.
He caught one.
He did catch one.
He caught a pass earlier.
Got it.
I just remember saying Kentwood Kangaroo.
Oh, that's correct. He did catch it.
So the punt will go a deep one, and a fair catch called for by Berrien, who backs his way all the way up to the 15, and that's a classic. I'm going to say it. He may have outkicked his coverage if he didn't run it back.
Yeah, I mean that one. I know he fair caught it, but I mean you got enough run lane where you can get gone.
Saints are over to the 13 when we come back. Their own 13, 5:57 to play in the third quarter, leading 24-9 on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Saints tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official resale ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified resale tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff like tailgating with your friends and fam. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check the stadium's strict bag policy.
Clear bags only?
Rookie move. I guess I'll shove my bag under a parked car and hope for the best.
But it's just a small bag.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Football is back, and no matter where game day takes you, Caesars Sportsbook keeps you in the action. Bet from the tailgate.
Can I get a hot dog?
Bet from your couch.
That's my lucky spot.
Bet from the stadium.
Let's go!
Plus, you can flex your parlay, so your bet stays alive even if a leg misses. Caesars is your anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Download the app today and start betting.
Must be 21. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP.
Hey, Southeast Louisiana. Got clothes, furniture, or household items you no longer need? Don't toss them. Donate them to Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing out your closet, you're creating opportunities. Your donations help fund job training, education, and community programs that make a real difference right here at home.
It feels great to know my stuff is helping someone else.
So let's make a change together. Drop off your donations at any Goodwill location and be part of something bigger. Donate today and turn your stuff into success. Visit goodwillno.org for more information.
After the game ends, stick around for Saints Talk on WWL.
Let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, the Saints have run the ball really well today, and a guy right in the middle of it has been Will Sherman. He didn't play center at all until last year with the Broncos, and the first time he played it in a game was actually in the preseason finale last year against the Saints.
Thank you, Jeff. So the Saints have it at their own 13, 5:57 to play in the third quarter, leading 24-9. Zach Wilson at quarterback. Handoff left side, pushing his way up to the 17-yard line. While we'll hear, let me say, I said Kentwood Kangaroo. That part was correct. He did go to Kentwood, did Trey Palmer. However, he didn't make the catch. Bryce Lance did. Deuce is right. We've not seen Trey Palmer.
It wasn't because of that, because I do remember you saying that. And I did
say it.
Yeah, and so it was just like, all right, I haven't seen him on offense. And another guy that we mentioned that we haven't seen on offense is Bud Means as well. But I know certain times we will see at least Trey return punts.
C.J. Donaldson picked up 2. Now a big hole up the middle for Donaldson, who takes it across the 25 up to the 28-yard line, and a first down for the Saints. And when he gets going, that Ohio State Buckeyes, tough to bring down.
Yeah, but just to follow up, that was a delayed draw. Just to follow up what Jeff was talking about, Will Sherman has done a really, really nice job. You got to give Easton Kilty. He's played both left guard and right guard. He's at right guard right now. And then Xavier Truss is at that left guard. Man, inside, they have been really, really good.
Donaldson is the lone deep back. Play action now for Zach Wilson. Stands, throws towards the left sideline. Incomplete at the St. 45 as he was trying to hit wide open Jalen Moreno Cropper, but it was high and he just not able to get it. I need close.
Yeah, right there. And the one guy, you have the pocket sealed, but you leave your tight end matched up on the defensive end. That's where the late pressure came from. And that's why the quarterback had to get rid of the ball, and the placement was not kind of where he wanted it to be. If anything, I've got to help that tight end out a little bit more.
Donaldson gets the run, but nothing doing there as he's brought down quickly in between the hash marks. And the Saints will have a 3rd down and 10 from their own 28-yard line on 3rd down. So far they're 2 of 5, haven't faced a whole lot of them.
See if the Cowboys are going to bring some pressure, if they're going to play a little bit of zone.
Cropper and Kevin Austin go far to the right. Ronnie Bell and Trayton Welch are on the right side. Zach Wilson out of the shotgun has C.J. Donaldson to his right, and he will throw. Needs to step up, does throw. Caught. Ronnie Bell makes a nice move. Ronnie Bell to the 40-yard line, and Ronnie Bell makes the first down for the Saints. As Ronnie Bell did it after the catch that time. He's had a couple today and 2 big ones.
A little yak yardage there, right there by Ronnie, just being physical as a receiver. And, like you talked about, Mike, they did not bring pressure. Well, I said I was wondering if they were going to bring pressure. Not.
I was thinking about it in my head.
They played coverage, and so, Zach had enough time to look down the field, but he didn't like any of the longer options. You check that ball down. That throw was probably 4 yards short. The running gave you the yak yardage to be able to break some tackles.
Jet sweep again to Cropper, but this time the Cowboys are ready for it. That's going to be a loss, probably of 1 or 2. They had it at the 39, and the 3rd jet sweep just didn't fool them.
Yeah, and the problem is...
Or best block, don't know.
Yeah, that part.
Ronnie Bell.
Ronnie's got we just gave you a whole bunch of praise for Ronnie. You got to help your teammate out. He lost at the point of attack. The defender went inside, and so he had no choice, Cropper, but to go down.
And he did lose a yard. 2nd and 11 from the Dallas 38. 24-9, Saints on top, 3rd quarter. Zach Wilson to throw, does throw, caught, but brought down quickly is Ronnie Bell at the 42-yard line. Zach Wilson went down. No flags on the field.
Yeah, Hearn got beat there. Left tackle Allen got beat, and it's a big hit that Zach ended up taking it, but he was able to get it to Ronnie Bell.
3rd down and 7 for the Saints from their own 42-yard line. Zach Wilson in the shotgun. 2:10 to play, 3rd quarter. Zach Wilson on a 3rd and 7 from his 42. Takes the snap. Now he looks, throws to the near side, caught at the 45, but short of the first down. That's Trayton Welch, who was brought down by Amir Speed.
Mike, we've seen them do this, being the referees, but they're short of an official. They're short of an official that goes back there in the back with the referee.
Don't they have a spare that they bring to these?
They do, but they remember, like in the 3rd or 4th game, they experiment in the.
I'll try. Just keep it as if you didn't have.
If you didn't have a guy.
So Ryan Wright will come in. His heels right now on his own 31. Jordan Hudson is back deep. Punt will go to the left sideline, and it takes a bounce and almost went out of bounds, but instead bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, that was close to being out of bounds, and another good one for Ryan Wright. We'll take a break. Talk about it on the next back end. 1:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. Saints on top 24-9 here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
My wife was frying okra. she's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. She left the burner on high, and it didn't take long to ignite. So I ran to the stove, grabbed the pot, and that's when I got burned from a grease fire. And yes, the pain was, it was bad. Oh, Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. On the financial side, it would be expensive without Blue Cross. And that's what I was worrying about because I was out of work for 3 months. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
Louisiana Blue. The right card, the right care.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Ace Garage Doors are tough, durable, reliable, and ready for whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, their best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home or business safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with a weak garage door. Call Ace Garage Door Company, serving the entire Southeast Louisiana and now Mississippi Gulf Coast. Visit AceGarageDoorLLC.com and check out their 2,100 5-star Google reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door. The Saints Coaches Show with Kellen Moore, Mondays at 6:30 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio. Sunday, September the 13th at noon when the Saints battle the Detroit Lions at Ford Field in Detroit. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
So we've got all this virtual technology, but we didn't even get a chance to see the replay because Ryan Wright's punt looked very close to being out of bounds. And he spins those suckers towards the, out of bounds, but instead it bounced into the end zone. So Dallas will start at their own 20. 1:15 to play here in the third quarter. Saints on top 24-9 as they scored a touchdown here in the second half. Their first points in the second half. Sam Howell is the quarterback. Play action as Howell stands in the middle, throwing it deep down the field. Good coverage, ball up in the air, and it is brought down. David Long could not go in and stop Jordan Hudson from bringing it down at the 27-yard line. I mean, they were both right there.
Just made a play on the ball. Long got his hand on the football to try to bring it out. You're hoping that the safety is able to get back, that being Davison, but he can't get there. And that's the other safety, T.J. Hall Jr. You're hoping that he's able to get over the top, but he can't get there, and that's explosive play for that Dallas Cowboy offense.
But Christian Boyd on the run up the middle just hauls him back. Christian Boyd, nice play there, who was able to bring back Israel Abanikanda. They give him a yard, but it was a really good play by Boyd to fight off his block and pull him back.
Yeah, Christian Boyd and the other guys, Miles Cole, both of those guys have flashed and made some plays. And, normally when you're inside playing that nose as well as the 3 technique, you don't get a lot of credit, but those guys have done a pretty good job.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. The Saints get the only points in that stanza. They lead it 24-9. Dallas will have it at the Saints' 26-yard line when we come back with 15 minutes to play here at A&TJ Stadium. It is 24-9 New Orleans on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza.
The season is changing, and so is the game plan for your home's comfort. Before the winter chill sets in, make sure your heating system is ready for the handoff. Schedule a comprehensive fall tune-up with a trained comfort specialist. We'll expertly prep your furnace or heat pump to ensure safe, reliable warmth all winter long. Trane is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at TrainSouth.com. That's TrainSouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
The Saints Hour with Mickey Loomis and Mike Hawes, Tuesdays at 7 on WWL.
I do. Welcome back. AT&T Stadium. We've got 15 minutes to play here in Dallas outside. It's about 92 degrees. Beautiful inside. And right now, though, Michael Heldman is in the blue tent. He had such a strong game in that Jacksonville opener. 2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss, and 3 quarterback hits. Only 1 tackle against the Rams. But as we start the fourth, Dallas has it. 2nd and 8 from the New Orleans 28. Make it the 26. Sam Howell remains at quarterback. From the shotgun. Takes the snap. Stands in the middle, throwing towards the sideline and throwing towards the end zone, and that is going to be caught. Is it a touchdown? It is. A touchdown on the right side. Looked like he might have pushed off to get the space. He didn't. Jordan Hudson, first-year man out of SMU, so not far from here, makes the touchdown. The first for Dallas tonight. First play of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was long on the coverage there, and he got a little push, but I mean, the officials aren't going to call that. The only thing that you're hoping if you're long is you can push him out of bounds before he got both feet down, and he was able to get both feet down, and so both of those explosive plays, they attacked long in that situation.
So a 26-yard touchdown connection as Brandon Aubrey comes in to our right for the extra point, knocks it through, and the Cowboys get their points, and within 8, one-score game, 24-16. Saints on top still, 14:53 to play in the football game here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broke. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
In football, it takes the right team to win. That's why you need a partner like Marsh McLennan Agency. We've provided business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client insurance solutions to Southeast Louisiana for more than 80 years. Marsh McLennan Agency combines the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's largest insurance firm. At Marsh McLennan Agency, we know more than just insurance. We know New Orleans. Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Visit us today at marshmma.com.
Do you want a career where you truly make a difference? Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you. Working as a medic will unlock a rewarding career. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
Protect your home or business with the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah. Monday, Thursday, Sunday, every NFL primetime game is on WWL.
14:53 to play here in the football game. Sam Howell, the touchdown pass of 26 yards, really just 3 plays, 80 yards, 122. Jordan Hudson with the touchdown, and it was the big pass to Hudson as well. They got him into position, so the Saints will get the football back. I want to wish a little happy birthday today to John Stinchcomb, who's a couple of booths away doing the television. He's going to be the new University of Georgia color analyst, so congrats to him. He's looking forward to that, and happy birthday to John.
I got to see John at halftime, and so happy birthday there as well.
About as nice a guy as you can meet.
I agree.
So the Saints to our right have Zamir White and Jalen Marino Cropper, and this one will come down to Zamir White on the near side at the 5. Takes it on the near side, 20. Now back towards the middle, 25, 30. Crosses the 30 up to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Saints will have it. Zach Wilson down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as you mentioned, Michael Heldman went into the injury tent after that last Saints defensive possession. It looks like he's dealing with something lower leg related. He just went back to the locker room.
Thank you, Jeff. So the Saints will have it at their own 32-yard line, leading 24-16, so an 8-point lead. Zach Wilson at quarterback. Zamir White is the lone deep running back. Kevin Austin in motion from left to right. Wilson takes the snap, gives it to White, middle of the field. White will take it across the 35 up to the 36-yard line, so he picked up 4 yards. Second down and 6 coming. This is funny.
You know who left the joint practices because of heat exhaustion or fighting? Who do you think out there that's not necessarily fighting, but trying to finish a block? Number 11, Ronnie Bell.
Second and 6 from the 36. Zach Wilson in trouble, but throws it deep down the sideline. Oh, incomplete at the Dallas 30, trying to hit Ronnie Bell. Good job by Zach Wilson just to put it up there for a chance to Ronnie Bell to get it.
And he and the cornerback, they're jawing. If he would have caught that, he would have got a flag. Ronnie Bell would have got a flag. I mean, because he's that amped up and juiced. I mean, just because this is his opportunity to show the Saints what he can do, but also it's his chance to get his little get back at some of those defenders that, I mean, those guys, they didn't forget.
Yeah, lest we forget, there were 10 brawls in that game. Third down and 6 for the Saints from their own 36. Zach Wilson takes it out of the shotgun. Dallas brings pressure, and he's going to go down at the 30-yard line. Zach Wilson takes the sack. Isaiah Land is the man who got him. Zach was in trouble from pretty much the moment he got it.
Yeah, from the beginning, and so just basically off of the edge. And we've seen the Saints chip. That time they did chip, and you're just leaving too many of those guys that are backups and into the game that they can't block just in one-on-one situation. And Dallas brought the pressure, and they were able to get it home.
So Ryan Wright is in for his third punt. It is away, and it's a bit of a wobbler. It's going to be a short one towards the Saints bench. Bounces out of bounds at the Saints bench, so not his best. We'll see where they finally spot it. It'll be across the 30 at the 32-yard line, so that's where the Cowboys will have it. 13-15 to play here in the football game. Saints on top, 24-16. We're back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business.
This is Brother Fromeyer with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-off for your job site, we got you covered like bread, beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
You know, working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Your home for Saints, LSU, and Pelicans, the sports giant WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
Don't know what the crowd will be tonight, but they had 40,000 here last night for Spikes Under the Lights. 3 games of women's college volleyball, Nebraska, Florida, SMU, and Penn State. Amazing watching that. Nebraska, the number 1 team in the nation, stayed in our hotel. So Sam Howell with the pass. It's caught on the near side, almost to the 40-yard line, and that's David Long, cornerback. A little gimpy coming up, but he is up. 2nd down.
And it wasn't because of the tackle. It was because of the friendly fire. His teammate, Suggs, that comes through and makes the tackle, probably had more of an impact on Long there.
So he picked up 7. 2nd down and 3 for Dallas on their own 39. Howe, inside handoff to Israel. Bit of a hole. He stays on the right hash mark and up to the 43-yard line, which is going to be enough for a 1st down. And Dallas has the 1st down. Clock moving, 12:23, 24-16 Saints. Anyway, it was amazing. 40,000 people for Nebraska, the number 1 team. They won it all. They won $350,000. It was $1 million purse for 4 women's volleyball teams. Amazing athletes. 12:05, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 43. Howe to throw, dumps it off to the near side, caught, and up near midfield, finally knocked out of bounds. Right about mid into Saints territory is Israel and Bunny Conda.
And the Saints do a good job of coverage down the field. It's just the short stuff underneath. You want to be a little bit closer, and I know they're trying to pop that football out.
But it took the 4th guy, Elliot Davison, to finally, 3 guys were punching at it.
That's exactly right. They were punching at it, but nobody was trying to make the tackle. And
Elliot said, "The heck with this. I'm going to knock the whole pile out of bounds."
Right.
So it's a 1st down for Dallas, now at the Saint 48-yard line. Howe under center. Play action, stands in the middle. Was looking deep, now he's going to pull it down and run. In trouble, still has it. Saints missed 2 tackles, but he finally goes down. And he's going to be...
Should be just short of the 1st down.
I'm saying he only needed a couple of yards, and he ran about 15 yards around the pocket. Saints, Miles Cole missed the tackles. Isaiah Stallbird missed the tackle. And it is short. So 3rd down and 1 for Dallas, who's 3 of 10 on 3rd down. But they will go for on 4th down after the Saints stop, and Sam Howell keeps it, but he gets stacked up. He didn't make it. Ain't no way you give him that 1st down.
Nah, he's short.
Come on. Ain't no way.
You got one official saying go, but that is not at first. He is short.
That is virtual. That is B. So we're
be wrong. That's what they're. I mean, he was short.
I'm not even sure where they spotted it. He's got it.
They did not get movement. They gave it to him, but they did not get that much movement.
I mean, so 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Under 10 minutes to play. 24-16. Saints have it. Howell is under center. Handoff left side. Israel is stopped this time back to the 46-yard line. He might have picked up a yard based on their math. May have lost yardage.
Nah, they gave him 1. They gave him 1.
I mean, Howell turned his back to the Saints defense. When you do that, you typically, you're not going any further.
No.
You're Sam Howell. You turn your back to that defensive front. 2nd and 10. Dallas at the Saint 46. Howell to throw, throws to the outside, caught, avoids one defender, that being TJ Hall, and that is a 1st down to the 36-yard line. Anthony Smith, the 7th-round pick out of East Carolina, the Pirate, picks up the 1st down. Saints not doing a great job on that first tackle.
Yeah, on the perimeter, guys are missing too many tackles. We saw it with some of the running backs, and then, like you said, you got 3 guys that's coming in and trying to punch out the ball, but that time, it's just one-on-one tackling, just runs a hitch route and not able to bring him down.
So 1st and 10 for Dallas at the Saint 36. Handoff, Jashawn Corbin takes it inside the 30, right at the 30 to the 29-yard line as Corbin, 2nd-year man out of Florida State, picks up 7. And 2nd down and 3. Clock moving will be about the 8-minute mark with the Saints on top by 8 with 8 minutes to play. Howell's in the shotgun. Has Corbin to his right, takes the snap. A wide receiver screen, caught at the 30. Now bounces to the outside. Saints are there. That's Anthony Smith who makes that catch. And 3rd down, they picked up about a yard and a half.
I think that was Long and Brown that were finally able to get him down.
So 3rd down and 2. Dallas goes quick to the line. Corbin gets the handoff middle of the field and gets the 1st down as he takes it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pretty good hole there as he picked up the 1st down.
Stallworth is able to make that tackle, but that's what you see some of the defensive linemen trying to get those guys to lock in for one more this last series here. They're in that high red zone area. Got to make some tackles, got to make some plays. Like you said, most of these guys are fighting for a roster spot or 2 and trying to put some good tape on film for maybe a practice squad spot.
Howell takes the snap, gives it to Corbin, the right side. He'll get to about the 21-yard line before Stallworth and a bunch of others stack him up. Jackson Sermon, short gain. What'd they give him? They gave him a couple of yards, so 2nd down and 8. 6:35, 24-16. Saints have it. The Cowboys on quite a drive here.
It's got to be, play 14, play 15?
And nothing really big, just keeping the chains moving. 2nd down and 8. Howell takes it out of the shotgun, throwing towards the end zone, up and caught for the touchdown. He bobbled it, but he actually came down with it. Mitch Van Voren, the tight end, bobbled it first time, but man, little seam route, he was wide open. Just got on the other side of the linebackers, and Howell lofted it up.
Mike, with the success that they had running the football, those linebackers kind of get
creeping up.
Yeah, they start getting creeping up. But they ran this play earlier, and they had it on us and it's the same thing, and our linebackers, they're just not dropping.
Mitch Van Voorn, as the Cowboys will go for 2 from St. Norbert University, which I had to look up, is in Wisconsin. So Dallas will go for 2. It's 24-22.
Is that Division 2 or 3?
I do not know. And I looked up St. Norbert. You should just.
I'm proud of.
This is a guy I didn't know is not on my sheet. He wasn't on the sheet earlier.
Got it. So if you sent me down that rabbit hole, then.
All right, 24-22, 6-11 at the 2-yard line. Cowboys going for 2. Sam Howell out of the shotgun. Looked like movement, but no call as Howell will keep it, and Howell will take it in. I don't know how he stayed on his feet. About 4 Saints hit him at the 1-yard line, and he stayed on his feet and takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Now they're fighting in the end zone.
Well, it was the late hit. I mean, it's, one Saint, I think it was number, I couldn't tell if it was 23 or who it was. The safety came in late to try to clean it up, but Howell was already in the end zone.
So we are tied, 24-24. We'll break down a little bit more of this when we come back. 6:11 to play in the fourth quarter. You're looking at a flag. We'll come back 24-24 here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Ace Garage Doors are tough, durable, reliable, and ready for whatever life throws at them. Just like the best defensive lines in football, Ace's best-in-industry CHI overhead doors stand strong and take the hits, protecting your home or business, all while looking great from the street like a clean uniform. Don't let a storm blitz through a weak garage door. Ace Garage Door Company, serving the entire Southeast Louisiana region and now Mississippi Gulf Coast. Visit AceGarageDoorLLC.com and check out over 2,100 5-star Google reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
It all starts with the ink. Ink and paper. Things can get complicated after that, but it all starts with the ink. We do not forget that. And just like an ink blot, Impress used to be small, but then we spread, growing our commercial printing capabilities to make a bigger mark. Now we're one of the largest printers in the heart of New Orleans, and still working with the attention to detail that have made us so beloved among the locals. And just like a fine ink, we make you look good on paper. Impress, your one-stop shop for all of your printing needs.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
Today's game brought to you by Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of the Saints. 12 plays, 67 yards, 7:04 off the clock. A Van Vooren 21-yard pass, and then Sam Howell somehow took it in for the 2-point conversion to tie it at 24, and there was a penalty on Isaac Yadam for unnecessary roughness. So Dallas will kick off from the 50.
Yeah, and originally I said it was 23 Blackman, but Blackman is obviously not playing, so right. It was Isaac. And they did not get the offensive lineman that kind of went and stood over him. You get the little scrum going in the end zone.
So it's Cropper again and Zamir White. They have switched spots. On the right side is Cropper, and White is to the left as Aubrey from his 50 boots it away. That one should be good from the field goal. I believe it went through. It did go through. Brandon just showing off a little bit, so the Saints will get the football. Now, for the first time since it was 3-3 tied in this football game, and they will start at the 20 24-24, 6-11. As Dallas, Sam Howell at the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Zach Wilson at quarterback. He has pressure, and he gets it away, just dishes it off to White. White 20, 25, to the outside, 30. C.J. Donaldson. Great play by Zach Wilson, who was going down for the sack. Quick pressure, just kind of shuffled it to C.J. Donaldson, who picked up the first down.
That was his guy. And he's like, all right, well, if you're not going to block him, I'll throw you the football. That was his guy that he missed. CJ missed him on the pressure up the middle, and Zach was spinning out of it, going down, and he was able to get him the football.
5:35, 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 32. Handoff. Right hash mark up to the 36-yard line. C.J. Donaldson.
Yeah, one of the things that I would love to see them do for that offensive line, because Dallas is bringing more pressure. So I would love for them just to be able to chip on the way out with the tight ends and the backs on all pass routes, just to be able to chip. But Dallas is bringing a lot more pressure against this unit.
5 minutes to play in the football game. We're tied at 24. 2nd and 6, the Saints from their own 36 after the Donaldson 4-yard run. Wilson's in the shotgun. 24 all, 2nd and 6. Wilson throws, caught. Ronnie Bell across the 40. He'll be spotted at about the 42-yard line. They got to get to the 43.
That's enough for it.
For a first down.
That's enough for a first. They gave him the forward progress.
Oh, well then thank you very much, because it didn't look like it initially. So first down for the Saints. Ronnie Bell comes up with another catch. He has 5 targets, 4 receptions, and 45 yards. Zach Wilson to throw from the middle, throws it across the middle, caught. Ronnie Bell will increase that number, takes it into Dallas territory. It's another first down to the 45-yard line, as Ronnie Bell spins the ball to make sure the Cowboys know.
And Mike, it's like you said earlier, it's like they're listening to him, because that last 2 passes, guess what they've done? They gave both tackles help. And that just allows that quarterback to have the time to get it out. I mean, and so with the pressure even coming, you're able to secure the edges.
Zach Wilson this time hands it off to C.J. Donaldson, who started right and then cut it back to the middle. He'll pick up a yard down to the 44-yard line.
And if you're the Saints, I'm coming back to some type of play action or even some type of screen. We've seen them run at least probably, 3 screens this game with a lot of success. If they're going to pressure me, then I want to be able to hit them with a big play. I don't want to lose yards. I don't want to take a sack. So it's something, either some type of pick, some type of screen, so I can continue to get some yardage.
3:13 to play in the football game. 2nd and 9 from the Dallas 44. Zach Wilson to throw. Caught. Ronnie Bell at the 40-yard line, still moving. He'll take it down to the 38-yard line, shy of the first down, but very manageable 3rd down coming.
Yeah, that's a quick slant right there, and you see the pressure coming. Zach sits in the pocket, and the Saints are going to go quick on the ball. Not a fan of this, but maybe they know exactly what they want to run, and slide protection or something of that nature, maybe even a run play.
3rd down and 2 for the Saints.
You see pressure coming off of the edge.
From the Dallas 37. Zach's in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Handoff to the 35. That's Zamir White.
Mike, that might be a first down. It doesn't look like he's giving it to him, but he fell forward.
The nose of the football is right, almost touching the 35.
So is it a virtual?
No, it's going to be 4th down and about 2 inches. Zamir White just dove underneath, and he couldn't. He couldn't. This will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I don't know why you don't get a virtual look at it there.
Just the home team gets it.
Oh, okay.
That is the 2-minute warning. We're going to...
The 2-minute warning.
Thank you. 4th and 1 coming when we come back. It is a 24-24 game. The Saints have the football right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Bobby Aber, Cajun Cannon here. Look, at Rouse's Markets, taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your number one local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
Pelicans fans, your favorite game schedule starts here with the new Lower Bowl 5-game flex plan. Pick the 5 games you want to see, from rivalry matchups to weekend showdowns, all from the Lower Bowl. Plans start at just $30 per game, making it easier than ever to experience Pelicans basketball your way. Plus, purchase by September 4th and receive a bonus game. Don't miss your chance to build a season that fits your schedule. Visit pelicans.com/flex to get started today.
Saints fans know how to pass a good time. Blowout or nail biter, you find the fun in it. But a few hours east, Pensacola's sugar white beaches give you a different kind of good. It's where the pace changes, the afternoon stretches, and nobody's keeping score. Win or lose, pack your Saints gear and come unwind. Pensacola's proud to be your beach. Good times, anytime. That's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Huddle up with Deuce, Mike Detillier, and Steve Geller, weekdays at 4 on WWL.
2 minutes to play in the football game. The Saints will not go for it on 4th and 1. Instead, it's going to be Daniel Carlson from 53 yards out, though he haven't quite started. Tanner Brown was actually on the field, so it looked like he was going to do it, but it's going to be Daniel Carlson with 2 minutes to play, trying to give the Saints a 3-point lead. Ryan Wright was in his crouch stance, kind of waiting. Now he and Daniel are both up as we're waiting for the official signal from the sideline.
We're waiting on the official signal, and it was originally, like you said, Mike, it was going to be Tanner Brown kicking his kick, and they switched those guys, and they sent Carlson back out there.
Daniel Carlson has been on the field a couple of times in the second half, just out in the middle of, with the team on the other end of the field, kind of looking at this goalpost as if he were out there, kind of imaging what it would look like going through the setup. Ryan Wright puts his hand down from the left hash mark on the 43, so a 53-yard field goal attempt from Daniel Carlson. His long is 60 yards. It was his last kick for Las Vegas. This to give the Saints a 3-point lead with 2 minutes to play. The kick is away. It's a low one, and it is good as Daniel Carlson line drives it right through the uprights, and the Saints take the lead. Almost like you and I were talking about in the pregame. Sometimes he kicks not the highest ball, and who cares if it's straight?
We talked about it. The golf term would be a stinger.
Tiger Woods stinger.
It looked just like a stinger. His first kick that he had, it looked like it hung a little bit to the left, and most of his kicks when I was watching him this week, they hung to the left. But the more that he has kicked, they have been straight down the middle. The longer he goes as far as length on his kicks, he kicks that stinger where it stays in the middle and it doesn't move as much. And so the Saints wanted to see what he can do in a pressure situation, and they kind of get an answer.
He made the first field goal to start the game to give the Saints a 3-0 lead, and that was 38 yards, and then he just kicked a 53-yarder to put the Saints on top by 3 again, and now Tanner Brown is back on the field as the revolving kicker evening continues, but solid night for Daniel Carlson. He did what he wanted to do. Made the one you should make from 38, make the one you need to make from 53. Mafa is back, as well as Israel, the running back, Abanikanda. We're waiting still for Tanner Brown. Tanner's done a really good job kicking the ball off. He has kicked almost all of them to about the 1 or 2 yard line, where the return man has had to make a decision. This one is going to come down right at the goal line, a yard in for Israel to bring it back. 20, won't get to the 25-yard line as Abanikanda is stopped shy of the 25-yard line.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio Sunday, September the 13th at 12 o'clock when the Saints battle the Detroit Lions at Ford Field in Detroit. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
All right. 1:48 to play in the football game. Both teams have their 3 timeouts in this. The Cowboys will start at the 25-yard line. White jerseys, light blue pants. The Saints in black jerseys, gold pants. 1:48 to play. Sam Howell at quarterback. Quick snap, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Miles Cole, I believe.
That's correct.
The Texas Tech Raider knocked it down big time. And I think that's the 3rd pass batted down of the game for the Saints. 2 of them by JVR Suggs.
Yeah, and it's interesting, the Saints from the corner standpoint, they've got TJ Hall out there, and then they've got Isaac Yedem back out at the corner position. Earlier we did, you had what? It was Long. David Long was one of those guys out there at the corners. 2nd and
10, Howell to throw. Caught near side at the 30, so a 5-yard gain there, but still shy. Jaden Smith makes the tackle as the Cowboys go quick and face a 3rd down and 5. They are 5 of 12 on 3rd down. Howell out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap. Saints bring 4. Throws to his left. Caught. 1st down. Up to the 39-yard line. And that's Hudson who makes the catch.
Yeah, and Isaac is there for the play. He just can't make a play on the ball. It's a quick slant. He's in great position. He just can't make a play on the ball.
1st and 10, 1:02 to play in the football game. Dallas throws incomplete to the right side, trying to hit his wide receiver, Jaden Smith, but it was incomplete. Would have been a short gain. Jackson Sermon, he threw it so hard. Like the ball went past Jackson Sermon. He was like, what was that?
Yeah, Jackson Sermon is covering the back, so his eyes, he never saw it. But if he is able to flip his eyes and see the quarterback and the football, he's going to pick that ball off. But he's running underneath it, and so, like you said, it was so hard, he was just never able to get his head around them, be able to track the football.
So 57 seconds, 2nd and 10. From the 39, Dallas is 39. Howell throws it across the middle, incomplete. Hard hit by Jackson Sermon, went right through the hands of Jashawn Corbin. And now 3rd down and 10. And even as good as he is, I don't think you're in Brandon Aubrey range here. Although,
I don't know. They would be tempted. I think if they get another 5 yards, they would be tempted to do it, but.
So 3rd down and 10 for Dallas. 6 of 13 on 3rd down. From their own 39. Sam Howell out of the shotgun. Stands. He's got pressure, throwing it deep down the sideline. That is going to be incomplete as the receiver was running on the numbers. TJ Hall on the coverage, and the pass was down the sideline.
Yeah, and TJ does a good job with his hands. He puts them on him, but he doesn't stop the receiver from being able to run his route, and so the official felt like that it was not interference, and they were going for a little shot play. It was a little double move there from the receiver, and Dallas keeps the offense out there.
So this is it, 45 seconds, 4th down and 10. Saints stop here, they'll get the victory and finish the preseason on a high note.
Yeah, they need to get some pressure. There's a timeout by Dallas, but somebody from the Saints on that D-line, they need to get a sack. They need to get some pressure.
30-second timeout. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
45 seconds to play here at AT&T Stadium. Mike Hoss, Deuce McAllister, Jeff Novak on the sidelines as the Cowboys face a 4th down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Just took a timeout. They've got 2 left. The Saints have 3. The football game as we speak. Sam Howell. 4th and 10. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Stands, throws to the near side. That is incomplete. Great defense by Isaac Yadam, who came in late and knocked it out of the hands of Jaden Smith. Nah, really, I'm not even 100% sure he made the first down anyway.
No, and so that was a player that did not quit on the play. I mean, because you could see his hands just continuing to fight through the receivers trying to bring it in. You get a little bit of pressure. I think that was Miller that got some of that pressure. But Isaac Yiadom did not quit on that play.
Who has played a ton of football the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A ton of them. We're not talking about a guy who, first year. This is 9th year out of Boston College, as we don't say it often in preseason games, but victory formation. Love it. So you people who chastised me, the Saints finished the game with just 4 penalties. So I did not jinx them. And that's good. 4 penalties on that football game for just 39 yards. The Cowboys 6 penalties for 45. They ran the ball well. Did the things you had to do. You got it. You got what you wanted to see out of Daniel Carlson. By the way, there's still 7 seconds to play in the game.
It's not officially official.
Yeah.
But the officials are gone.
Yeah. They're gone, and now it is official. And, you did what you had to do. Got to see a lot of different things. But you're right. I can't think of a play or something where the Saints really had a sack or some really, really good pressure. A lot of balls batted down at the line.
But not enough pressure to be able to get the quarterback down. That's right. The one thing when you talk about that second and third unit, you've got to continue to add to it. And so, we'll just kind of see. We know the difference that a guy like Chase Young makes, what Granderson makes, but you talk about just continuing to develop and get something from those other guys. That's kind of what you're missing at this point.
Saints win it 27-24 as the Cowboys went for it on 4th and 10, and Isaac Yiadom was able to break it up. We're hoping to hear from Daniel Carlson. It's a mob down there. Saints will finish the preseason at 1-2. Dallas will finish it at 2-1. So a victorious flight back, and that's just, in the grand scheme of things, it will amount to very little. But you do finish on an up note, and you go into this next 2 weeks. You have the roster cuts that will happen before Sunday at 5. And then Monday, your practice squad. And it's a victory. You get to beat Dallas. Bobby Hebert is just chomping at the bit to get that postgame show going. He will not mention the Cowboys' name once.
Not at all. I mean, Bobby doesn't look at it as a preseason. Bobby looks at it as a victory for the Saints over that team from Dallas. And so he'll be excited. But, Mike, I think that you're overall pleased. I think that you're pleased that you saw a lot of good things. I think at halftime you had over 115 yards rushing the football. So you got some good stuff from really all of the backs that got to play a little bit. And, I think you're pleased with that. But the offensive line up front for me, I think those guys deserve a lot of credit because they were able to open up some holes.
Well, let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
We just lost him. Hold on.
I see him. I see him running. You had him. He's going in for the prayer at midfield. So God bless Daniel Carlson. He was getting ready to do an interview with Jeff, but as the teams do, they will meet on the star at midfield, wherever you're playing. But Carlson opened up the scoring with a 38-yard field goal, 3-0 Saints, and he finished the scoring with a 53-yarder, ending the Saints' 8-play, 44-yard drive. And you were right, Deuce. Running the football in the first half, the Saints had 119 yards and 190 total yards in the first half. Just back down to Jeff Nowak and Daniel Carlson.
All right, Jeff Nowak here with Saints kicker Daniel Carlson. Dan, it had to have been a whirlwind kind of week. How cool did it feel to finish it off with that kick there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy week, but, it's been a great team to walk into the building with and obviously compete here at preseason and get a win. That's all that matters. But, yeah, I mean, teammates, obviously still getting to know a lot of names, but everybody's been great. Coaches put me in the right position. And, I'm just very blessed. And God's been good, and it's been a fun week, and we'll see what the future holds.
Did you know on that final drive that you were going to be getting that kick? It seemed like there was a little confusion.
Yeah, we had a little rotation going, and so coaches made that decision. So, they did a great job communicating it, and that's kind of the life of a kicker. When your name gets called, you got to do what you can and do your best. And So I was just blessed to be in that situation, and the team helped me out to get there.
I have to ask, on those long kicks, it does seem like you kind of flight it down a little bit. It made me nervous at first, but it seems like you have control. Is that how you like to kick those long kicks?
No, I mean, hey, 3 is 3, so yeah, we'll have to watch the tape and stuff, but as long as they go in and the Saints win, I'm happy.
Sounds good. Well, thanks, Daniel. Congrats.
Thank you, Jeff. Saints victorious 27-24. We'll take a quick 60-second comeback, have our energy power play of the game as the Saints will head back to New Orleans. Victorious tonight 27-24. Keep it right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at ccIproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Catch Deuce and Hoss on Fans in the Pro, Fridays at 4 on WWL.
Rattler in the shotgun from the Dallas 8. Takes the snap. Keeps it to the right side. 10. Spencer Rattler toward the end zone. Spencer Rattler takes it in for the touchdown. Waiting for the official signal as he crossed the pylon. And Spencer Rattler keeps it and scores the touchdown.
That's energy power play. Energy. We power life.
So that gave the Saints a 17-6 lead. They would lead 17-9 at the break, and this time we're able to put some points on the board for the first time in the second half, and we'll go and now have to make some tough decisions. And got to cut to 53 and to figure out the IR situation and who the kicking situation. I mean, it sounds easy to me, but got to be some tough decisions.
Definitely some tough decisions coming. I mean, I think, when you talk about, it's just the last game, it's more than the last game. I mean, because not only are you working on those last 6 or 7 roster spots for a few guys, but you're working on, the 16, 17-man roster. And so you would love to keep a lot of the guys that you've had in camp just because they know your system. But at the same time, if you can bring in 3-4 guys from another roster, that's what you're going to do. And so, there will be some tough decisions that they have to make over the next 48 hours.
And you look at this running game, Estime, 4 carries, 46 yards. Kendry Miller, 9 for 42. Donaldson, 9 for 33. And really the play of Ronnie Bell, I mean, you open up some eyes, but from a running standpoint, behind that an offensive line, your second team, Jeremiah Wright did get the start. A Wohlschlager at your right tackle. And that's probably the most holes I've really kind of seen in this preseason.
I agree with you. I think that they did a really, really good job up front. And so, for those guys, you're proud and pleased. But at the same time, from a running back's perspective, it's who's available.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to come down to. I mean, we know that I don't think that they will carry 4 as far as tailbacks, but we'll kind of see. I don't think that they'll dress out 4 on game day, but they may start with 4 backs on the roster, and then we'll see how the roster shuffling goes.
My thanks to all those who played such a huge part in today's game. Chris Coleman and Charlie Long back at the studio. Bobby Hebert and Steve Geller. Jeff Nowak, always an awesome job on the sidelines. Engineer and restaurant reservation man, Robert Carroll, and the best in the business, Deuce McAllister. The color analyst, the Saints victorious. The final score is brought to you by Hoteling Law, 27-24. New Orleans wins it. Hoteling Law together, defending New Orleans on and off the field. We will see you next from Detroit as the Saints will open up the season on the road in Detroit and in Baltimore. Winning tonight, heading back to New Orleans, 27.